second, everybody. I'm Petros Papadakis, live in my basement in the South Bay, which is creepily lit, and you are watching the live stream of the BeachLife Fest Speakeasy, brought to you by Jack Daniels, and we have got a very special night in store and another event coming up on Cinco de Mayo. We know last year the BeachLife Fest was a wild success in Redondo Beach, a huge, huge point of pride for the South Bay community that all those people could get together and watch all these great bands like Brian Wilson and Willie Nelson and Bob Weir and the Wolf Brothers. And it was just a very, very seminal moment in the South Bay's development in modern times. And here we are with a big setback. Obviously, the coronavirus has really put a damper on things. We are postponed, but that doesn't mean we can't have a great time tonight and have some fun music and some great treats for everybody to listen to and enjoy and pass the time while we spend time with our families and stay at home and try to follow the guidelines we're supposed to, which even includes staying off the beach. My goodness, for the BeachLife Fest. Now, speaking of the beach, there is one band that put Hermosa Beach on the map, and it happened in the late 80s, and he's a huge part of everything we do at BeachLife. The lead singer of Pennywise helped form the band way back in the 80s at Maricosta High School. Let's go Mustangs. Our friend Jim Lindberg is joining us right now. Hi, Jim. How are you?
How we doing, Petros? What's happening?
I'm fabulous. You got a lot of cooler stuff than me, it seems, in your room there, and a better-looking microphone. But I am great, and we're so happy that everybody, all these great artists we have tonight, and man, do we have a lot, are going to put on great shows for everybody. But just give the people, you're a musician that plays live shows. What's it been like for you these last few months, and your fans and your family, just trying to get through this like everybody else?
Yeah, well, have the whole family home, so we're a little cooped up over here at the Lindberg household. I got some sports scores for you. I'm 0-2 in Yahtzee. I'm down in Scrabble. I even lost in cornhole in the backyard, so the sports scores are really dismal. My wife has been kicking butt on Scrabble and Yahtzee, so we're a little down over here in the Lindberg house. She's awful happy, but yeah, we're trying to keep busy and can't wait to get back on the beach.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that. Now, I know you're going to perform some songs for us. We're really excited for that. Nobody wants to watch my big head bloviate anymore. So without any further ado, let's start this speakeasy with what everybody's shown up for. The music here is the great Jim Lindberg of Pennywise.
Thanks, Petros. Petros told me to go with the original Dodger blue, so thank you for that. I was going to go with the camo hat. How's everybody doing? Thanks for coming to the BeachLife Festival live stream speakeasy event. Got to thank a few people before I start here. Obviously, the Redondo Beach City Council, the city managers, chief of police, fire chief. Everyone's been really great helping us put on this concert, and we couldn't do it without their support, so a huge thank you to everyone. And let's just play some tunes, have some fun, get yourself a nice cold beverage, take a drink every time I hit a clam, and there's going to be many of those, so you might want to watch that. I'm going to start off with a song called My Own Way, Pennywise song I wrote years ago. All right. I got my way of life, and I won't back down or apologize for things I cannot change. Guess I gotta do things my own way, and I don't give a damn if you got a problem with who I am, cause I don't give up. You wanna change me, well you're out of luck. Well, I don't know if I could never ever change. I don't think that I would I want to anyway. Well, I don't care if I never live to see the day we can't compromise. I'm doing things my way. So what you believe, we can can see the world so differently, we don't realize. We can see the world through each other's eyes, we'll never understand. I don't think that anybody can, won't change anyway. 'Cause I'm just stubborn, stuck in my ways. Well, I don't know if I could never ever change. I don't think that I wouldn't want to anyway. Well, I don't care if I never live to see the day we can't compromise. I'm doing things my own way. Well, I don't care if you never see the world like I do. I know we'll never try. Well, I don't care if you never see the world like I do. I know we'll never try. Never gonna try. Oh. That's my Beach Life Festival audience with my wife and daughters. Make some noise out there. Let's be a little louder. Come on, let's hear it. That was really poor. All right, we got through one without a clam. Pretty good. So, gonna do a cover song next. Sublime with Rome will be dropping in later in tonight, and also Law playing right after me. So, gonna do a little Sublime song. I just recorded this one on a tribute album, a Sublime acoustic tribute album. This one is called Boss DJ. Bradley sang it a lot better than I ever could, but I'm going to try anyway. There's a steel train coming through, and I would take it if I could, and I would not lie to you, because Sunday morning soon will come when the things will be much easier to say. On the microphone like a boss DJ, I won't run up upon the sea like it were dry land. Boss DJ ain't nothing but a man. Trouble no fuss, I know why. It's so nice, wanna hear the same song twice. It's so nice, wanna hear the same song twice. Rumors been spreading all over my town, it's just stones and sticks. On the microphone is where I get my fix. So let the loving take a hold, Sarah, if you let it. I'm funky, not a junkie, but I know where to get it. No trouble, no fuss, I know why. It's so nice, wanna hear the same song twice. It's so nice, wanna hear the same song twice. Ooh-wee girl, ooh-wee girl, ooh-wee girl, ooh-wee girl, 'cause there really ain't no time to waste. Really ain't no time to hate. Got no time to waste, time to hate. Really ain't got the time go away. So Mr. DJ, don't stop the music. Wanna know, are you feeling the same way too? Wanna rock with you, girl, ooh girl, ooh girl, ooh girl. It's so nice, wanna hear the same song twice. It's so nice, wanna hear the same song twice. The music, the radio, it all makes me crazy. Come on, this crowd is really dead tonight. Crowd, come on, let's hear it. You guys need a drink. You need to wind up. All right. Okay, let's see. This next song is a Pennywise song. We just, right before all this craziness happened, we just went down to New Zealand and Australia playing our Straight Ahead album, the whole thing. And that's a long album, 17 songs. So this is one that we played on that tour. So shout out to all the Aussies. This is called Watch Me As I Fall. I am a puppet on a string. I am the worst thing you'll ever see. I am impossible to believe. I'm pulled by gravity, shocked by my depravity, and I'm irrational, I'm illogical, hypocritical, a bleeding heart liberal. I'm an alien, dressed like Gideon. I'm a malcontent, a thorough modern idiot. Watch me as I fall. I am humble, I am vain. What motivates me? Something I can't explain. I am outrageous and insane. I'm fueled by gasoline, alcohol, and nicotine, and I'm irrational, I'm illogical, hypocritical, a bleeding heart liberal. I'm an alien, dressed like Gideon. I'm a malcontent, a thorough modern idiot. Watch me as I fall. I'm an honest hypocrite, importing modern idiots. I'm a slave to my abuse, convicted cop with no excuse. I'm pathetic, apathetic, disillusioned, disconnected. I am lost, I am free, I'm impossible to believe. To believe. I'm irrational, I'm illogical, hypocritical, statistically impossible. I'm an alien, dressed like Gideon. I'm a malcontent, a thorough modern idiot. Watch me as I fall. Woo! All right. That was at least 3 of them that time. Dang. That's a fast one. That's hard on acoustic guitar. All right, all right. My phone's blowing up. I'm sure that's all of my friends giving me a hard time. But thanks everyone for listening. It's going to be a great night. I'm the guinea pig just getting this thing started. So hopefully it sounds okay. You can hear it, but too bad if not. Shoots. Oh, should I try this one? Oh, my neighbors are screaming now. They're getting a free show. Half price for you guys. All right, I'm going to do a Bad Religion song, and this song is really incredibly hard to play, and I will probably really flounder it really badly. I can't get the capo on at this point, but the problem with this song is the chords change on every verse. It's like E, C, D, G, C, E, G, D, G, C, D, E. So really easy to get confused. But the band is Bad Religion. Obviously, we wouldn't be where we are today without Brett Gurwitz and Bad Religion. And, oh, that's not right. Close enough. A little out of tune with the capo on there, but I am probably really going to flounder this, but that'll be fun. So this song is called Sorrow by Bad Religion, I hope. Father, can you hear me? How have I let you down? I curse the day that I was born and all the sorrow in this world. Take you to the hurting ground where all good men are trampled down, just to settle a bet that cannot be won between a prideful father and his son. Won't you guide me now, 'cause as I can see. A reason for the suffering and this long misery. What if every living soul could be upright and strong? Well, then I do imagine there will be sorrow. There will be sorrow. There will be sorrow no more. No more. When our soldiers lay their weapons down. When all the kings and the queens relinquish their crowns. When the only true Messiah rescues us from ourselves. Well, then I do imagine there will be sorrow. There will be sorrow. There will be sorrow no more. No more. Woo! I'm going to take a drink after that one. Jesus, that was rough. Woo! Mm-hmm. Thank you, Lord. All right. How you girls doing? How's the audience doing?
Great, yeah.
All right. Little bigger crowd at the BeachLife Festival last year, but we're doing all right. Okay, let me get this thing off. Hope everyone's having a good time. I know it's tough during all this stuff that's going on, but always have to think of all the healthcare professionals out there, everyone who might have lost a loved one, or people who are sick. There's a lot of people down and suffering right now, and like Ziggy Marley said in his live stream, we're all one people. We all suffer together, and we got to support all those people. And enough of all this division. You know, we all got to come together, and we can lick this thing. So this song is about never giving up. It's called Broken. Being stuck on the outside since I can't remember when. I got up here long enough for them to beat me down again. I crawl inside my mind, hoping they'll find to be messing with my head. They'll never get the best of me. I'm fighting back until I'm dead. I've been used, I've been abused, I've been bruised, I've been broken, and I'm backed up against the wall. But my will to survive can't be stolen. You can't make me fall. Half-intent and pundits try to ruin my good name. Parents and therapists tell me I'm the one to blame. They take it like a man, but I can understand why they won't leave me alone. Best friends and enemies have got it better on my own. I've been used, I've been abused, I've been bruised, I've been broken, and I'm backed up against the wall. But my will to survive can't be stolen. You can't make me fall. When I think I can't go on, just wanna stay home in my bed. The problems of this fucked up world seem jacked up in my head. Take a look around, there's nowhere to be found, so where to justify my life. I guess I just keep on trying, someday I'll get it right. I've been used, I've been abused, I've been bruised, I've been broken, and I'm backed up against the wall. But my will to survive can't be stolen. You can't make me fall. You can't make me fall. You can't make me fall. Thank you, thank you, thank you, darling. I pay them to do that. They're making a ton of money. It'll be nice when we can all go to a concert again. BeachLife 2021 is going to be a good time. And just so you know, this live stream isn't going to replace your ticket or anything like that. This is just a bunch of people that got together to do something cool. And I really thank all the artists on this live stream tonight and on Monday, Cinco de Mayo. Bunch of great people who donated their time and to put on something cool. So hopefully everyone's enjoying. Shoots. Let's see. This next one is a song called Yesterdays, and kind of about thinking back to when you were young and life was carefree. And so big shout out to the South Bay friends out there watching, people that remember places like the Lamar Theater, the Coco's Restaurant, the Seaview Inn. All these places are gone but not forgotten. And yeah, song's called Yesterdays. Up from the ashes and over the hill, knew more then than we ever will. Back when the days passed by so slow, now we'll never know. The sense of tomorrow was far away, and our dreams, they will never fade. Never thought the good times would end. Can we go back to those days when everything was simple then? Nothing could ever change. Can we go back to those days that didn't have a care at all? Wish I could remain back in yesterdays. Out from the shadows of the days gone by, seemed like scenes from a different life. Didn't notice as the days went past, knew it couldn't last. Looking back, I wouldn't change a thing. The memories shared will all stay with me. Never thought the good times would end. Can we go back to those days when everything was simple then? Nothing could ever change. Can we go back to those days that didn't have a care at all? Wish I could remain back in yesterdays. 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 Hey, I can hear someone talking out there. Who's that? Hi. Mm-hmm. I can hear you guys talking now on the live stream. How you doing there, Control Center? Oh, you snuck away. All good. I wonder how much time I have. I'll have someone tell me. My roadies over here. Yeah, maybe 10 minutes or so. But hey, speaking of that, uh, just coming from a musician, got to give a huge shout out to all our crew, all the people working crew out there. You know, it's tough for them as well. So we got some places to donate and help out those people who are suffering through this like the rest of us. But like I said, we're going to get through it. This is a song by a band called Dillinger 4. Always really loved the lyrics to this song. And I thought about getting them tattooed on my body at some point. I don't know why I waited until my advanced age to start getting tattoos, but I love the song. It's called Gainesville by Dillinger 4. I'm living summertime I kinda think about the dark clouds, I'm just basking in the shine. One for all and all for one, no more fighting over crumbs. Today is better than any day that's come before. And if the rain begins to fall, I won't feel it at all. Let's live it like we fucking mean it, 'cause it feels like summer in October. Hope this day is never over. Feels like summer in October. Tell me, I try not to complicate. I'm not taking life for granted for forever and a day. Like ink was broken from the start, I had to tear it all apart. Hope the pieces would fit back together fine. If the rain begins to fall, I won't feel it at all. Let's live it like we fucking mean it, 'cause it feels like summer in October. Hope this day is never over. It feels like summer in October. Tell me, time is wasted. We're moving way too slow. Let's go, 'cause we're not getting any younger. Time doesn't wait for me. Time is wasted. We're moving way too slow. Let's go before we're old. Time doesn't wait for me. All right. My phone is blowing up right now. Be quiet. Leave me alone. All right. I'll get in a lot of trouble if I don't play this next song. It's my wife's favorite song. It's an original. It's called It's Only, or Milky Way. All right. Hope I don't mess it up. Okay. Throwing rocks at the Oval Office, slap at the hand when food is offered. I don't care, I came unprepared for this life. Dig graves, fill up our pockets, climb into metal rockets, strap us in, hold our breath and hope we never die. It's only a short time before we hit the ground. It's only a show that never lasts. It's only a trip around the Milky Way, and it's only life and it's gone too fast. Fight fires, sip at the ashes, hold on till the moment passes. I don't mind, I still got some time in my life. Fight fires, sip to the ashes, hold on till the moment passes. Strap us in, hold our breath, hope we never die. It's only a short time before we hit the ground. It's only a show that never lasts. It's only a trip around the Milky Way, and it's only life and it's gone too fast. It's gone too fast. We only build our dreams big enough to fall. We're only human after all. It's only a short time before we hit the ground. It's only a show that never lasts. It's only a trip around the Milky Way, and it's only life and it's gone too fast. Thank you, my audience. but I think I only got time for a little bit more. Once again, huge thank you to everybody out there. Um, uh, you know, the whole South Bay, everyone that's worked so hard on the festival and putting the whole thing together. Uh, everyone behind the scenes working really hard. Alan, Tammy, Brian, you guys know who you are. Worked really hard, put this whole thing together, and it's not always easy, but here we are, and hope everyone has a great time. Shoot, I can do Badge of Pride. I can do Alien. What do you think? What do you guys want? I'm taking requests. Okay. Funny thing about this song is years ago we were on the Warped Tour, and the guys in Blink 182 and Unwritten Law were always very afraid that there was going to be an alien invasion. And I wrote this song because I was like, why would the aliens want to come here? Everyone's crazy. So here it is. The song's called Alien. Every day convince myself of everything I can and can't believe. Abused, confused. Every day you feel every crime, just out into space and wonder why. Afraid, deranged. Hold on to your promise, you can use it for a crutch. Stand by while all your dreams get trampled in the dust. Leave now before your sick machines begin to rust. Last chance, farewell among us. Every day you get a little bit older and everything gets hard, you wonder why. Afraid, deranged. Every day you feel every crime, an endless shocking show on the parade. Abused, confused. Hold on to your promise, you can use it for a crutch. Stand by while all your dreams get trampled in the dust. Leave now before your slick machines begin to rust. Last chance, farewell among us. Where are the aliens? Where are the aliens? Where are the aliens? Where are the aliens? All right. Nice. Okay. Thank you everyone for listening. Big shout out right now to my little nephew, Axel. It's his birthday today. Thank you everyone for watching, tuning in. Petros, back to you, buddy. Thank you, thank you.
Jim
You should be
Lindberg,
singing Bro
everybody.
Hymn right now, Petros.
I mean, you're the best. I loved it. The memories, what a wonderful moment. And your lighting is so much better because I live in a basement.
Buster,
God
come here,
bless you.
Buster.
Let's see the family. Jim Lindberg, everybody. Oh, I'm allergic to dogs. But this is good. This is good.
Hey, I got one question, Petros.
Yes, sir.
Why did Brady go to Tampa Bay and not L.A.?
Tom Brady, they said that Giselle and him wanted to be close to his to her stepson, his baby from another marriage on the East Coast. That's what they said. I don't think anybody else offered it. I mean, according to most people, nobody else really offered it, but I guess the Chargers took a swing. But hopefully we'll have some football to watch in the fall. As we just continue to move forward. What a great set, Jim. God bless you. Thank you so much, man. And I can't wait for Cinco de Mayo. You're hosting the stream, right?
I'll be taking your spot.
Yeah, well, you'll be a lot better. There's no doubt about that. Thank you so much, Jim. Jim Lindberg, everybody. We
Cheers,
have so
everybody.
much more on the BeachLife Speakeasy presented by Jack Daniels. Right now, we are going to check in with a politician. Now, normally I don't like to interview politicians, but this politician is a very special politician because he's the mayor of a beach city. And there's nothing more important in our lives in California than the beach cities. That's what the Beach Life Fest is all about. And this guy is a forward-thinking political leader. Why? Because he let us have the Beach Life Fest last year. And man, was it a success. So joining us in the Speakeasy Zoom room is Bill Brand, the mayor, the honorable mayor of Redondo Beach, California. What's cracking, Bill? How are you? Thank you for joining us.
Well, thank you, Petros, and special thanks to Jim. I thoroughly enjoyed that. I don't know why I didn't get to hear the last couple of riffs, but that makes me want to watch the whole concert tonight. To see, somebody that talented in their own house, just playing an acoustic guitar, it was really, really cool. So,
well,
thanks, Jim.
We got Law coming up next, so stay tuned. Another great band right from the LA area, founded in Long Beach. I got to ask you because you think about getting into politics and being a political leader. You don't think about crises that might happen and how you might have to lead your community. I mean, nothing like this has ever happened in the history of our lives. What's it like being a political leader in this time and trying to balance everybody's emotions and what's safe?
Well, it's busy. A lot of people are saying I'm trying to stay busy. Boy, it is nonstop on several calls a day. I will say this. I was on a great call today with the rest of the beach city mayors, being a beach town and the beach life and the beach being closed. We've been working very hard on a plan together to reopen the beaches. And so I'm happy to say we settled on one today, and it's off to the county director of Department of Health, LA County. So we're hoping that they approve it, and then we can get the beaches open a lot sooner than later. But it's up to them. It's not up to us. People think that the mayor has all these executive powers. We don't. I'm not the governor. I'm not the president. And I'm not the mayor of a big town. So we're all working together. And with Supervisor Hahn, we're really excited about it. So really, like most people, looking forward to opening the beaches sooner rather than later. It's beautiful out there.
Yeah, we got to get on the beach. The great mayor, Bill Brand of Redondo Beach, joining us right now, the Speakeasy. Tell me, how big of a success the beach life was for the city last year? It just seemed like such a special moment for everybody to be together. As a guy who grew up in this area, I never thought I'd see Bob Weir or Willie Nelson playing with the Redondo Beach Marina as the backdrop, not to mention, bands I love like Best Coast and stuff like that. I mean, how big of a home run was that for your city and you guys putting that together with Alan Sanford and his group?
Well, it was a grand slam home run. And, I think everybody has their moment. My moment was standing in the Seaside Lagoon listening to Ziggy Marley play one of his dad's songs. I mean, I just stood there and was captivated by it. Somehow that was my moment. And it just kind of transformed the whole vibe down there. And so, hats off to Alan Sanford and the entire team and all the big sponsors and the Kings and Subaru and everybody I can't remember. It was just such a transformative event. It's a shame it's not happening this year, but it'll be back. And looking forward to it. And what you got going tonight is something along those lines. Not nowhere near the same, but I'm excited about it now. So looking forward to another 8 to 10 years of that. I really am.
Yeah, it is very special event.
Our site would be able to become something like that. So again, just hats off to Alan Sanford and his whole team.
And if you like Ziggy Marley and Bob Marley songs, I would encourage you, Mr. Mayor, to stay tuned throughout the Speakeasy tonight because we might have some very special things in store for a guy just like you. When are you going to let Sanford build?
I was hoping you were going to tell me what time he was going to be on.
The last thing, it's last. So if you want to go take a social distance walk around the Esplanade, because you're the mayor, I guess you can. You can come back and watch Ziggy Marley. But we got a lot between then and now. When is Alan Sanford going to build a live venue down at the beach just so we can do this every night?
You'll have to talk to him about that. If we can pull this off a few times a year, I think it'll be a huge success. And it's amazing how well he matched the popularity of it with what the area could handle and what the South Bay could handle. So, just looking forward to the next one.
It's going to be sweet. If you looked up South Bay Mayor in the dictionary, you'd get a picture of this guy. Doesn't he look cool? The great Bill Brand, ladies and gentlemen, the mayor of Redondo Beach.
I can't let you go without showing you my board that I really got to get back in the water. This is my Sci-Fi Tomo lift by Kelly Slater. For those of you who think I'm not working on trying to get the beach reopened, I just had to show you that because this board has not gotten enough water time. So I got my board, I got my BeachLife t-shirt, I'm ready to rock.
That's a hot dog board, too. Look at you. Thank you, Mr. Mayor. God bless you, and we'll talk to you soon. Thank you so much for your leadership.
Right. Thanks for the show.
Mayor Brand, everybody, and we will continue with the Speakeasy Beach Life event with a little bit of a message from a company we all love in the South Bay. I'm talking about Good Stuff. I'll never forget going to a prom with a girl that Alan Sanford also took to a date or two, I think. And in the morning, after we had a night at the Crown Plaza Hotel where nothing happened because she was Mormon, we went to the Good Stuff restaurant for breakfast. And man, did I feel like a stud. So here, during the age of coronavirus in the South Bay, is a message from our friends at Good Stuff.
Hey everybody, Chris Bennett here from Good Stuff Restaurant. I started in Hermosa Beach in 1980 and grew a little bit down here in the South Bay with locations in Redondo Beach, Palos Verdes, and in downtown El Segundo. We've always been very involved in the community, supporting the schools, supporting the sports team, the churches, the charity functions, and really got invested in our little communities and have a great following of regular customers that come and see us on a very consistent basis. So when this pandemic hit, obviously we had lost our dining rooms and we were doing business differently, doing to-go, curbside, and delivery. Well, my daughter brought it to me because she was home and feeling frustrated that she couldn't do more. And she said, Dad, listen, why don't you start a program of raising money to donate food to the frontline responders in the hospitals that we have locally? I said, wow, that sounds like a great idea. I mean, I have the facility, I have the means. It's something that I'm passionate about, helping the community, and so we started to roll. Happened 2 weeks ago. We put an email out saying we're going to start gathering donations for 2 meals for $20, and we're going to give them to the frontline responders in our hospitals. They started to share it. We posted it on social media. That went a little bit viral. Well, we had an outpour of support from our customers, all very excited, calling, asking about it, finding out what we're doing, and just the money poured in, and the meals started to add up. Well, the first day we had over 300 meals sold, and the second day we had over 300 meals sold. And to date, now after 2 weeks, we have 2,000 meals. We've been pumping out this food in our kitchens and delivering about 50 to 75 meals per shift, and we're going sometimes 3 breakfast, lunch, and dinner shifts a day, and that can also be out of just one restaurant with another restaurant doing their thing too. It's also enabled me to bring some of my employees back to work, ones that I had furloughed, and we're thankful that we have the means to do that. We feel like we're serving our community, which we've always done, and by the grace of God, we have the means to do it. And with the help of our customers, it's been awesome.
Stuff, no doubt about it, doing good things in this crazy time. Well, we got to get to the next performance here in the Speakeasy. So let's not waste any more time and get to a great LA rock band with some great live sounds, Law. And the guys, I don't know, there they are. You guys, hey fellas, how are you guys? Can you hear me?
Yeah, sure can.
Good. How are you doing?
Yeah, and it's nice to see you guys outside. Now, here during the age of the coronavirus, you think about a band, in a van and traveling around. You guys are used to being together all the time. You're not living together or anything like that, are you?
We live here in this. We live in this garden.
Yeah, we live in this backyard. We have our tent behind us. You can't see in the shot.
It's cheaper. Times are tough with no gigs, but
yeah, we have to make.
We make it work.
Hey, you cook over that open fire and you bring the music to the people with your gypsy souls.
Absolutely.
God bless you both.
Yes,
thank you so
get it.
much.
Thank you, brother.
We'll see you perform right now, ladies and gentlemen. It is Law.
That's us, ladies and gentlemen. Prepare for hot, tasty rock and roll. Oh, the zoom in, it's great.
All right, ready?
Why do you never think it's all shooting up? I don't want you at all. No. Back me up into this corner. Think you did everything you think I said. I think I didn't want you away, but I don't want you to take. Want you out of my head. Still I keep keeping you in my mind. Beating me up inside. Fighting other things, keeping you away from making know you better than I know myself. Like you better than I like anyone else. Do it every night, but what do you do it for? Oh, I scan with the eyes, you can find the mind shooting up on the kitchen. No, back me up into this corner. Think you did everything you think I said. I think I didn't want you away, but I don't want you to take. Want you out of my head. Still, I keep in mind. It keeps beating me up inside. Fight to know the things keeping you away from me. I know you better than I know myself. Like you better than I like anyone else. Go! Hey, put me up into this corner. Think you did everything you think I said. I think you did. Damn, I do. I think I did. But still, I keep keeping you in my mind. Keeps beating me up inside. I just like to know the things keeping you inside of Becky. Know you better than I know myself. Like you's much better than I like myself. The future is now. We are here virtually in this undisclosed location, presumably in America, straight through the computer to your viewing pleasure in the undisclosed location that you are at. The delay is weird. Like, I'll play and then I'll be
Looking at it, yeah, it's a little weird.
But rock and roll, it takes many forms. Like this next song. Something that I'd like to know. Do you really like me, baby? You touch my face, it feels cold. Do you really like the way might laugh, ha ha, and I might sing la la la, but I am cold all of the way to LA, to San Diego, forefront in your mind, distant all the time, you can't believe me though. Oh goddamn, I'm cold, so damn cold, all the icicles won't leave me alone. I'm cold, so damn cold, I am a cold bastard, like I was Jon Snow. I'm cold, so damn cold, I am the Lich King sitting on a frozen throne, and cold, I'm gone. Say you really like me. Do you really know what you like, baby? Do you hear what the truth might be? Do you really know what you are, baby? Do you? Goddamn, I'm cold. I'll leave you all alone, just a bleeding soul. And worst of all, something to know. Believe me though. Oh goddamn, I'm cold. So damn cold, all the icicles won't. They will leave me alone. So damn cold, I am a cold bastard, like I was Jon Snow. I'm cold, so damn cold, la la la, Lich King sitting on a frozen throne. And I'm cold, I'm cold, I'm cold, I'm gone, I'm gone. Cold, I'm so damn cold. All the icicles won't leave me, they won't leave me alone, no. And I'm so damn cold, I am a cold bastard, like I was Jon Snow. I'm cold, so damn cold. The Lich King sitting on a frozen throne, and cold, yeah, I'm mechanical. I've gone cold, I've gone cold, cold, I've gone cold. It's something to know. I'm cold, I'm so cold. Oh, God damn. Thank you, thank you. These are the other people that live in the backyard we live in. Yeah, this next song is called Blinking. It's off of our latest album, There and Back Again. Please check it out if you've enjoyed anything you've heard here today. And we have a music video that just came out for it. So go look on YouTube. LAW, that's us, Law, and Blinking.
Yeah.
B-L-I-N-K.
K-I-N-G.
G.
Right.
I'm ready. Like they do in my head, like they do in my head. I've seen her do it, like they do in my head, like they do in my head, like they do in my head. They met me, they're friendly, they leave with envy. Me that they're after, it's hidden behind laughter. Have you ever told a lie? Is it ever hard for you to cry? Do you ever know reasons why? like they do in my head. Never seen her do it like they do in my head, like they do in my head, like they do in my. They met me, I'm polite. They thought that I seemed alright, but now they know me and they hate me. They say I'm different, hate me. Well, I like tell lies. Hey, stays hard for me to cry. Who knows the reasons why? Oh, these things seem so hard to describe. Cigarette face, barely thinking, in disbelief, slowly blinking. Furia, space bright red, blinking outside of my head. You never seen her do it like they do in my head, like they do in my head, like they do in mine. Whoa, it's like she's speaking Spanish. She can't understand me. I'm speaking Japanese. I fell asleep, but that's okay. I missed her call, but that's okay. Let's not make mountains out of molehills. I'm okay, you're okay, we're okay. I'll get living in being shrink. Got so sick with me, cause we love cynicism. I'm haunted, oh my god, I wanna get fucked up from it. Come on, love, here you go then. The sunlight slipping low. We sleep so tightly, but our bones glow. Whoa, oh, oh, it's like she's speaking Spanish. She can't understand me. I'm speaking Japanese. Whoa, oh, run to the fish. She could never manage to tell me what she needs. Oh, 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 how can I relate with, communicate with the face I never see? Whoa, oh, oh, it's like she's speaking Spanish. Speak up and love me. I said nothing the whole day. She picks apart. I didn't say no, nothing about nobody. We're the song, say, yeah, we're realizing and try to justify the lying and not replying. Oh, it's so dehumanizing. The way that, yeah, you are and I, yeah. No sunlight slipping low. We stay up all night by our phones glow. Whoa, oh, oh, it's like speaking Spanish. I'm speaking. Whoa, oh, oh, we're on two different planets. She could never manage to tell me what she needs. Whoa, oh, oh, how can I relate with or communicate with the face I never see? Whoa, oh, oh, it's like she's speaking Spanish. So speak up, and love me. Woo! Go! Our love like a leaf in the ocean, leaving you floating far away. Our love's like in the water, drifting far away. No! Whoa, oh, oh, it's like you're speaking Spanish. You can't understand me, let me speak me Portuguese. Oh, oh, it's like you're speaking Spanish. Speak up, and love me. Give me your strength up and let me just speak your strength up and just.
All right. Cool.
No problem. Thank you for listening. We are Law, LAW. Do not forget the name. Or forget
Law, LAW,
Admiral.
a great LA band with great energy and great eye contact with the computer. Awesome, guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having us.
We love you guys, and we love our computer overlords.
God bless you. And sit tight out there in the yard. We'll let you know when we need you.
Cool.
Thank you.
All right. You know, there's one thing that the South Bay is truly synonymous with, and you would never think it if you weren't from here, but it's hockey, professional hockey, specifically the Los Angeles Kings. They're all through the South Bay, and they've been a huge presence in the South Bay since I can remember, and I was born in 1977. Joining us right now to show some love, and we'll hear from hockey throughout the night, is Kelly Cheeseman of the Los Angeles Kings, the COO. Look at that guy. That guy's an executive. K Cheeseman _7 on Twitter if you want to get hold of him. Kelly, how are you? Thanks for doing this, man. Thanks for being here tonight.
Good, Petros. Having a good Friday night. Just texting with your boy Rogan here a second ago, checking in on him.
With Fred?
Yeah.
Well, don't tell him I'm doing this. He's going to try to take my job. That's Fred's style, Kelly. Tell us overall, first and foremost, just how frustrating it is, you know, for you guys to be in the middle of what you do, which is, you know, I mean, you guys have a job to do and it's a company, but you're also bringing a product to people that means a lot to people, especially the hockey fans in this town. You know how passionate they are. How hard is it to kind of keep pedaling the bike in this time, representing such a great company?
Yeah, it's tough being in limbo, right? I mean, we want to be back out there for the fans for everything that we do, whether it's the Kings, the Galaxy, the concerts that we promote at AEG and Staples Center. Like, we want to be out there for the fans, just like Alan and the BeachLife crew wanted to do this weekend in Redondo. So it's tough being in limbo, but you know, I think we have some potential good coming out of it when we get out of this, so we can potentially give people some hope here later this year and you know, get back playing in front of fans again.
You know, when it comes to rumors about when hockey's coming back or when hoops is coming back, you know, the people that were right in the middle of their season, the pro teams, you know, every time we hear a rumor, somebody says, yeah, we talk about all that stuff, but none of it is really set in the ground. Do you hear more than your average everyday fan? Because there's a lot out there.
Yeah, and I mean, you and Money talk about it every day, right? So
Yeah.
I think there's always some truth because all the leagues are working through every possible scenario to get back, and a lot of it's speculation and some of it's accurate, but it's all based on the fact that we all want to get back in front and play, right? We want to finish our seasons, whether it's the NHL, the NBA, or get things going for, you know, Major League Soccer or, you know, Major League Baseball, golf, you know, make sure football is ready for the fall. So there's a lot at stake, but, you know, I think what's most important is we want to take care of our staff, our players, our fans, and make sure it's safe when we do come back. So it's frustrating, but at the same time, there's some really innovative conversations going on in sports right now about how we do come back and do things different. And what's cool about that is it's conversations that I haven't heard in sports in my 20 years. So, you know, I think it could lead to some good things when we do come back.
The great Kelly Cheeseman is our guest. It is the BeachLife Speakeasy. We would be at the festival right now, presented by Jack Daniels. What was your favorite part of the festival last year?
You know, I took my girls down there last year. My girls are 2 and 5, so they were 1 and 4 last year. And, you know, being down in the down on the sand watching Jason Mraz. I think it was Saturday night, and the sun going down. Like they were dancing around, my wife and I, and it was just just like Mayor Brand said earlier, it was something I don't think, being a longtime Redondo residents, we ever would have thought that scene would have ever happened here. So it was kind of a magical memory for us and something I'll never forget.
I used to get excited when World Tribe played down here,
Yeah,
what is it about?
I had a Blues Traveler moment just on my own that weekend too. So,
what is it about the Kings in particular and the South Bay? Because I know you guys practice in El Segundo, right by the old R6 distillery. But it goes deeper than that, and it has for a long time. Why?
Yeah, good pull on the R6 distillery. It comes back to our players have lived here since they landed in LA in 1967. So, when we had our 50th anniversary a few years ago, I talked to some of the guys on the original team, and they talked about how, when they flew into LAX, it was the first time they've ever been to California. They saw the beach. A lot of them landed in Torrance and Redondo at that time. So the team and the staff has literally lived here for 50 plus years. And, being close to the Forum, it was always good proximity for them. As we all know, having a good commute in Los Angeles is the secret to happiness in Los Angeles. So we've literally just lived here for forever and been a part of the community. And, hockey players and families are known to be so, friendly and available to people, and I think it's just meaningful. And I think my favorite moment in the history of the Kings and my time here is having that parade in the South Bay after the 2014 Stanley Cup. And nobody would ever thought of having two parades when you win a Stanley Cup, and we did too. And doing it in your own community and landing in Manhattan Beach and starting in Redondo was pretty amazing.
Yeah, hard to imagine Willie Nelson playing in Redondo Beach. Hard to imagine the Stanley Cup sitting on the bar at the North End. But it happened. And what a great moment. That's right, twice. Kelly Cheeseman, what a stud, and a great representation of Redondo Beach, an upwardly mobile executive, AEG, the Lakers, Galaxy, all that stuff, Staples Center. Well, what great work they do entertaining people. Thank you, Kelly. Have a great night.
Thanks, my man. Thanks, Petros. Have a great weekend.
Hey, I'm here in the basement, so And I was talking to Kelly about El Segundo, which is South Bay related. There's no doubt about it. And in El Segundo is the R6 distillery. Now, many of us, for better or worse, are depending on spirits to get through this very difficult time. And the R6 distillery, they have spirits to offer, but they're also doing something very constructive with alcohol. Who knew? R6, check them out.
Hey there, I'm Rob Rubens, the founder and head distiller here at R6 Distillery. We're most well known for producing Los Angeles' first bourbon. We're super passionate about whiskey and all things spirits related. Recently, we've shifted our business model, though, to support first responders in South Bay and the Los Angeles community. We're proud to be able to support and give back, especially when it's most needed. We began producing hand sanitizer in early March, which is similar to vodka production. We distill the spirit to 95% alcohol by volume, then we add hydrogen peroxide and glycerin. We follow World Health Organization and FDA standards in the production of our hand sanitizer. Know that we're here for you, South Bay. We're all in this together. Stay healthy, good vibes, and God bless.
Who knew? Hand sanitizer and vodka, hand in hand. Thank you, R6. Well, let's get back to the performances and the music, because to me, that's the most fun part about the South Bay. That and the alcohol and the mixing of drinks. But we've got so much in store for tonight. We've got it all night long, all the way till 10 o'clock. We still have performances from Sublime with Rome, ready to rock and roll. We still have performances from the immortal Ziggy Marley, who played the BeachLife Fest last year, the 2019 BeachLife Fest. We still have so much in store on the BeachLife Speakeasy presented by Jack Daniels. And we will continue to have music, and we will continue to bring you some positive vibes here on the live stream all night long. My name is Petros Papadakis. I am live in my basement. We've already heard from the superior host who will be hosting the live stream on Cinco de Mayo, the great Jim Lindberg of Pennywise. He did an awesome set. We heard from the mayor of Redondo Beach, Bill Brand, and he kind of looked like Darrell or Superman in the shot, and he was wearing camouflage, so his head looked like it was floating, and which was pretty cool and very interesting to me. We had a cool LA band, Law, and we are waiting on Authority Zero, Jason DeVore of Authority Zero, a great band out of Arizona that really likes to mix up the ska and the punk and the rock and roll with a bit of a Spanish vibe. It is a very, very cool vibe. So let's get out to them. I hope they're in the desert. Desert Strong, it is Jason DeVore of Authority Zero.
We are right here, my man, Jason DeVore, my man, Mr. Mike Sparrow from Authority. Let's have some fun and get going here. Come on now. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hey, hey. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Today I woke up groggy. Went to bed at 6 a.m. $1 million baby, she kept me up all night again. Backing up a bit, I hit that studio around 8. Playing this guitar till we couldn't wait. Oh, oh, oh. Yeah, yeah. Well, I was up all night, but only in my head. I thought about and I was sure we're dead. I woke up in a frenzy and my eyes were swollen shut. So I passed right from my typical but my eyes. Last night it was not a good time. Yeah, 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 yeah. Kids would walk for miles over mountains just to go. Black shirt, black pants, black shoes, no car, anywhere to go. Yeah. Hope you guys are having a good day out there. You're at BeachLife Fest. Thanks for tuning in. As I would hit the stage a little bit after 10, as every individual in uniform line, shouting every word, it's always fucking music to my ears. It always takes me back to what I found this all these years. Oh, oh, kids would walk for miles over mountains just to go. Black shirt, black pants, black suit, no car, anywhere to go. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Ooh, yeah, yeah, yeah. There ain't nothing wasted about my wasted youth. Whoa, yeah, yeah. Ooh, yeah, yeah. There ain't nothing wasted about my wasted youth. Let's go! Just to go. Black shirt, black pants, black shoes, no car, anywhere to go. We would walk for miles over mountains just to go. Black shirt, black pants, black shoes, and no car, anywhere to go. Yeah. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Ooh yeah, yeah, yeah. There ain't nothing wasted about my wasted youth. Whoa, yeah, yeah. Ooh yeah, 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 yeah. There ain't nothing wasted about my wasted youth. Great. Thank you guys very much for that. Hope you have a good time out there. We are for sure. Once again, my name is Jason DeVore. My man, Mr. Mike Sparrow. with Beach Life Fest right here. We're kicking off. Here we go. 2, 3, 4. Stuck in the bartending do it. Or did I strike a single nerve as your eyes still beating? Choking another second, watch your mouth, watching, waiting for you. But you can talk about it, so back a second to fix it. Upon a twisted observation that brought you to your feet. Another fantasy, another waking moment of truth. No, you're not dead, well, not quite yet. This is your time. How far will you take it? Well, as we carry along, death and choking on words, poking head in hungry. Maybe someday I'll learn as we carry along. Broken records and promises will get in the way. As we hoping someday I'll get in. Distracting lights and can't refrain. Out another second, cause your heart's still beating. Took another second, watch your mouth and watch it waiting for you. No second thought about it, remembering all that you taught me. Provoked a numbing realization that brought me to my feet. Only one to make a difference is the one in your shoes. And that's you know you're not dead. No, not quite yet. This is our time. How far will you take it? Well, as we carry along, death and choking on words, poking head in my way. Maybe someday I'll learn as we carry along. Broken records and promises will get in the way. As we hoping someday I'll get it right. As we carry along, daft and choking on words, poking head in harm's way. Maybe someday I'll learn. As we carry along, broken records and promises will get in the way. As we hoping someday that I'll get it right. Yeah, 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 get it. Let's get it right. Yeah. Sorry, I got so much salt water in my eyes right now. We are, in fact, in Arizona, guys. It's about 105 degrees right now still, roughly. Hope you guys have a good time out there. Thank you for joining in. Appreciate your help with the cause and everything else and the awesome festival that we got going on here, even though it couldn't happen completely live and in person. We're very happy to be a part of this whole thing. So thank you, Brian, Alan, Tammy, Jim Lindberg, Pennywise, all the bands that are a part of this whole thing. It's a brilliant thing. And we're both very humbled to be a part of this as well. This song is called When We Rule the World. It goes like this, people. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. So far away from here. Listen sweetly and hear everything so clear. time we moved on from here. Quite possibly, let's change up to rights. We're all kings of the world. Aren't we? Aren't we? Aren't we? But we don't walk down these streets anymore. We don't feel the same way we had before. So rock yourself to sleep and call on me when we rule the world. Hey! Yeah, right on fire. Filming in here, is there something I've been missing? It seems I think we both know what needs done here. Oh, I feel our empire is building as the rocks fall around, and I hear it calling my name, but I can never be found. Let's change our stripes, we're all kings of the world. Aren't we? Aren't we? Aren't we? But we don't walk down these streets anymore. And we don't think the same way we had before. So rock yourself to sleep and call on me when we rule the world. Are we all waiting? Are we now for something to save us from ourselves? Are we creating this distance somehow? Are we the waiting now? 'Cause we don't walk down these streets anymore. We don't feel the same way we had before. So rock yourself to sleep and call on me when we rule the world. We don't walk down these streets anymore. We don't feel the same way we had before. Rock yourself to sleep and call on me when we rule the world. We don't walk down these streets anymore. We don't feel the same way we had before. So rock yourself to sleep and call on me when we rule the world. Yeah, on me when we rule the world. Yeah, thank you, BeachLife Fest. You guys doing good out there? Have a couple cocktails, sit back. Should be on a beach together right now, but we are doing the best we can, obviously. It's a fantastic organization that's put this together. My man Jim, once again, from Pennywise, hit me up about the whole thing, and the rest is what's going on right now. So it's a great lineup. You guys stick around the entire time, please, and just have fun. Just have a good time. A little song called Hazy Days. Yes. Hey! Looks like another hazy day. Here comes the thunder, followed by the rain. Oh, in days like these, through these days another hazy day. Yeah. Here comes a cold wind on my face. Here come the floods again, like amazing grace. Oh, we days like these, only days like these. It looks like it's gonna be, yo, another hazy day. Oh man, Mr. Mike Sparrow, come on, baby, give me some fire. One, two, three, four. Driving down the highway, locked at 85, but things look strange as I look around and look down to right this line. Swerving left to right, looking through my eyes. Something came and bit me in the middle of late last night. Oh, it did like these. Only days like these. It looks like it's gonna be. It looks like it's gonna be. Oh, another hazy like it's gonna. Yeah, a hazy day. It's been a few hazy days over the years here, or the past few weeks, I'm sorry. Again, guys, thanks for joining in. I'm Jason DeBoer, my man, Mr. Mike Sparrow. Hope you guys have been tuning in for a while now. If not, just joining in. We are from the band Authority Zero, and we're stoked to be a part of this whole live stream right now. It's happening at BeachLife Fest. And make some noise for Law, make some noise for Jim from Pennywise. They kicked this whole thing off. That was fantastic. There's a lot more to come and a lot of great things happening. All right. We got one more song for you guys tonight. Our time is done here, but you guys take care of yourselves. Take care of one another and each other, most importantly. And we'll see you soon. Thank you very much again. Here we go. This song is called Courage. So you say you're on your own, and nothing's going right. Fist to fist and heart to heart, you get back up and fight. Soaring like a flag on a battleground, stepped on and beaten down. But somehow you still manage to survive. You manage to survive. It's your courage. Take 'em on, take 'em out, take a stand, take a bow. It's your courage. Take 'em on, take 'em out, take a stand, take a bow. Whoa, 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 whoa. So now you're thinking it's the end. You're sucking yourself out. If a picture says 1,000 words, take 'em till those words run out. Well, it's a new chapter in your life. Your broken soul, your broken bone, your broken heart, your broken bond, your broken fight. But you still fight. It's a broken soul, your broken bone, your broken heart, your broken bond. You still fight to make it right, to make it right. It's your courage. Take 'em on, take 'em out, take a stand, take a bow. It's your courage. Take 'em on, take 'em out, take a bow. Whoa, 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 whoa. Last call or last chance. Line them up, let's make it last. Why wait when the days go fast? Make the call, don't let it pass. Last call or last chance. Line them up, let's make it last. Why wait when the days go fast? Make the call, don't let it pass. Last call or last chance. Line them up, let's make it last. Why wait when the days go fast? Make the call, don't let it pass. Last call or last chance. Line them up, let's make it last. Make it last, make it last. It's your good. Take them on, take them out, take a stand, take them out. It's your good. Take them on, take them out, take a stand, take them out. Whoa. You guys have been great tonight. Thank you once again. Beach Life Fest. Please check out youtube.com/official Jason DeVore. And please subscribe for a free giveaway coming up. And keep on watching the show. Have fun, all right? Connor Drive Sessions put this whole thing together for us and helped us out with what's on tap. We'll see you later. Thank you. Cheers.
Thank you, Jason. Thank you, guys. How hot is it out there in the desert?
I couldn't see anything. The sweat is like right in the eyeballs. Honestly, it kind of distorted my visual, but it's pretty hot, man. It's like 105. I think it's 105 right now.
Well, you performed like a champion, both of you guys.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thanks very much.
Thank you very much for having us out, man. We appreciate you very much.
Yeah.
Everybody on top of this whole thing.
Have a great day as we continue with the Beach Life Fest Speakeasy, presented by Jack Daniels. You know, we talked to one of the King's executives with Kelly Cheeseman, but we couldn't do a Redondo show where we talk about the South Bay and not bring on the real King's Prince of the South Bay. I'm talking about the author of The Miracle on Manchester and the wearer of the coolest suits in the history of broadcasting in the city of Los Angeles. I'm talking about King's radio man and superstar, ex-player and radio god for over 15 years, Darrell Evans, in the Speakeasy for Beach Life Fest. How are you, Darrell? Great to see you, man.
I'm doing great, Petros. You know, it's great to see this going on here at this time of year, especially with all this going on around us. Last year, it got off to a great jump start. The Beach Life Festival created so much activity and so much energy down here in the South Bay. And to do this here, this live stream, really was looking forward to it. And great to be seeing you, listening to those guys, and talking to you now.
You know, we think about the last decade in Redondo Beach, you know, 2 Kings Stanley Cups, you know, who would have thought? And, you know, the cup is paraded, you know, up and down Hermosa Ave and Manhattan Ave, as you know. And of course, the Beach Life Fest, you know, which we had and the Kings were very much involved in. What was that like for you, just to see, you know, acts like that in Redondo Beach? You know, we've all seen good shows at St. Rock and places like that. But, man, to see Willie Nelson standing there and all those people, unbelievable.
It really was. Just to see the way they transformed that beach area there, everybody gathering there. If you were in the middle of that pit and you looked up, you would have no idea exactly where you are. And I live not too far away from that. Just to see the way it transformed and going in there, the energy that was created and the participation from all the local people. But the talent that was there was outstanding. And I know that's only going to continue to keep growing as the years go by. The food was delicious. The drink was great. And again, the participation by everybody, I think it really brought the community together and really kind of set the stage for something that we really look forward to doing for a lot of years.
A lot of years, and really put an exclamation point on how cool the area is and why we all love living here. And you're a guy that loves to live here, but we all want to work. You know, it's fun to be at home in Redondo Beach, but, you know, at a certain point it gets old, and we talked to Kelly a little bit about it. But, you know, it's weird to have hockey in this holding pattern along with the NBA and everything. What are you hearing about what's next, and what do you think we'll end up doing?
You know, I think, you know, things are starting to look a little bit brighter. You know, I know the NBA, they initially had talked about maybe May 1st of maybe trying to start some small practicing and things like that. And I know the NHL, Gary Bettman, I was very encouraged from what he had to say yesterday. There's not a specific date right now as to when they may get on the ice, but being that it might be a few weeks away, that's a good sign. So just for them to have those type of conversations, I think are very encouraging. whether or not all 31 teams participate or they reduce the amount of teams that they go into a so-called regular season and then get into the playoff format. But I think we're going to see hockey, we're going to see sports, and I think that's going to be a great relief for everybody. That'll help with everybody staying quarantined, having that live sports going on at this time. I think we realize how important sports are, in our everyday life. It's a great release for everybody, but I know the Kings are excited, to get back on the ice. They're doing a great job in the community. Downtown, you look at what's going on with all the professional teams, Kings, Lakers, Sparks, Clippers, AEG, the Galaxy, all contributing, selling merchandise and getting it over there to the Mayor's Fund to help people in need. CHLA, who's been a great partner with us, we're donating. People that are donating platelets and blood are going to get 2 tickets to a mutually agreed upon date for a Kings game. That's a good sign that we're giving tickets out. That means we're going to be playing at some point. And then also our connection with the YMCA, just trying to help people in need all across the county of Los Angeles and the city. But I think when you look at sports is a great way to reach out to the communities. And I think the Kings are doing a great job, as well as the other professional teams here. And I think that's helping everybody stay connected.
Legendary King and Kings broadcaster Darrell Evans joining us right now, and we're having a great time in the Speakeasy, listening to some live music, and we'll have some in just a moment. But before I let you go, I got to ask you a 2-part question, and maybe they're one and the same. Why are hockey people so much easier to deal with than every other sport? And I know, because I have to deal with everybody. And 2, why is it that the LA Kings have gravitated so much toward Redondo, Hermosa, Manhattan Beach? I mean, it was a thing for the Kings long before the area really had flourished.
I think when you look at that, the first part of that, I think the hockey player has always been a very humble athlete. I think when you go back to when we're young kids playing, it's a sport that we do with our families involved, whether it's at practice, the drive. So there's a lot of communication there, and I think that continues to keep going. So I think there's a great appreciation from a player standpoint, and I think that's why we appreciate our fans so much. As you look at the South Bay, I think when the Kings, Mr. Anschutz and AEG took over in 1995 and built Staples Center downtown, I think when they put the training center in El Segundo there, I think that was a great opportunity for everybody to kind of live down in this area. So you look at the transition from everybody players used to live out in the valley and things like that. Well, now they've moved to the beach, and the beach is a great place to be. It's a great release for everybody. But when you look at the amount of time that is saved, and with regards to the drive, you only have about a 5-10 minute drive to the practice facility. The times that they have to go down to Staples Center for the games, generally going against traffic, so things are going pretty good for you there. So I think that's why everybody's gone to the South Bay, and I think the South Bay has done a great job at embracing the players and their families in each and every day life of that. I know the players really enjoy going out, going to the establishments, the restaurants, and having their kids involved in all the community type things. Their wives get involved in different type of charities and things, and I think it's a win-win situation. The Kings, Kelly Cheeseman, I'm sure probably talked about it earlier, but look at the involvement with the school districts and things like that, with law enforcement, the fire departments and things like that. We try to help out wherever we can, and I think because of that, I think that's why the Kings have been so well received, not only here in the South Bay, but also downtown and throughout Los Angeles County, as our willingness to be able to give back. And I think that's something special about a hockey player and the people that are involved in our sport at all levels.
LA loves the Kings, and LA loves Darrell Evans. Darrell, thank you so much for taking some time tonight while we're enjoying this show. We really appreciate you joining us.
Appreciate it, Petros. Keep up the great work, and we'll look forward to seeing you soon in person and get you down to a Kings game, and we'll get yourself back on the ice. But enjoy the rest of the night. I'm going to be tuned in and listen to some great music.
Hey, you guys just like watching me fall over. God bless you, Darrell. The best of the best. What a stud. The Miracle on Manchester. Who can forget it? Talking about live venues in the South Bay, as we're here in the Speakeasy for BeachLife Fest, I grew up going to shows at the Strand, and Club Caprice, it was called a little later, right across from the Fat Burger on Palos Verdes Drive in Redondo Beach. And I got to say, St. Rock has done an unbelievable job carrying on the great live venue tradition in the South Bay. Right there in beautiful Hermosa Beach, St. Rock has been awesome for over a decade. And, we don't get those good drinks at home that you would get at St. Rock. But lucky for you, with some help from Jack Daniels, we do have Bonnie from St. Rock with some bartending tips for the people. Come on, Bonnie.
Hello to everyone tuning in to BeachLife Speakeasy, and thank you to Jack Daniels for helping make this all happen. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make a Jack Daniels fizz, so let's get started. First, we're going to take a couple sprigs of fresh mint, give it a good smack. It's going to break up all that minty goodness. We're going to take 1.5 ounces of our Jack Daniels, 3/4 of an ounce of triple sec, 1/2 ounce of fresh squeezed lemon juice. Fill this with ice. We're gonna give it a real good shake. Make sure that mint is getting broken up. All those flavors are releasing. We're gonna take our champagne glass, nothing but the finest. Give this a quick strain. And then we're gonna top the whole thing off with champagne. Prosecco will do, sparkling wine, anything fun, bubbly. Cheers. It's tasty. It's very refreshing.
Hey, everybody. Quarantine, huh? Thank you very much, Bonnie. And that was a wonderful tip. And I'm going to make myself a whiskey drink right about now. And we are continuing here in the BeachLife Fest Speakeasy presented by Jack Daniels. We got to get out to my wife's hometown of Simi Valley. I don't know if he went to Royal or Simi High, but a lot of great bands are from that area in Ventura County. And we got Jason Cruz of Strung Out. I love Strung Out. And he's joining us right now in the BeachLife Fest Speakeasy. Hi, Jason. How are you?
Hi, how are you doing?
I'm good. Are you a pioneer or a Highlander?
I'm a dropout.
Oh, well,
I joined rock and
aren't
roll
we
band.
all? Are you in Simi Valley right now?
No, I live in Ventura.
Well, you know what? It's even better. God
Yes,
bless you. You're closer to the beach.
Yeah.
Well, let's have some songs, Jason, and thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Yeah, thank you for having me. I'd like to dedicate this one to my brothers, Rob, Chris, Jake, and RJ. It sucks not being able to jam with those guys. I love you guys. This is a new song. It's called Under the Western Sky. There's a wretched man I know who walks along the lonely road. He begs the world to see the man he wants to be. He comes from dirt and scrapes the sky like Jesus Christ, like suicide. Panic in his voice, you can hear him whisper. Give up all your ghosts and all the hurt you know. In regalia, Nama, we all hide. There's a lonely girl I know, dressing just to make the show. No sign of beauty left her fade. Phantoms of the digital Christ on parade. Something in the drugs like nothing in your eyes. Like heaven up above like missiles in the sky. Suffer here no more, drown out the heartache. Give up all your ghosts and all the hurt you know. In regalia, Nama, we all hide. Give up all your ghosts and all the hurt you know. Because anything that's not growing here is murder. Does anybody know in your eyes? Gives it all away when you pretend that you don't care. And I'll be sympathetic to the end. I'm just like you, I'm just pretending that everything's alright. Give up all your ghosts
for Buddy Darling. We're sitting here in this cell. You know it's like a living hell. What did Willie you crying? The judge said you don't have to sometime. It's the law, you're in jail. It's the law that sets your bail. Don't bother try and fight. It's only a few more nights. 1, 2, 3, 4. The deputy had up that night. He couldn't give it up for his wife. So he's gonna be pissed on the job. Then he's gonna bomb out your life. It's the law, you're in jail. It's the law that sets your bail. Don't bother and try and fight. It's only a few more nights. 1, 2, 3, 4. Little social distortion for you all there. Hope everyone's doing all right. Thank you for having me. Yeah, this is fun. This is cool. Yeah, I'm gonna let's try another Strung Out song. Let's see what I got here. All right, this is a song off our acoustic record we did about 2 years ago, called "Black Out the Sky." Pretty proud of what my band did on that, and we never really play this song, so I'm gonna try it and see how it turns out. This is called "Duke of Sorrow." Ballad of a lonely night, the artist and the ache. Broken girl, the desperate boy, the love we give is the love we take. Love is in the dark, away from angry eyes that stare. Battle songs from nowhere, bars and lonely hearts that go nowhere. Some say the art of life is in the smile that you wear. When you remember every line of every song that kept you here. The flowers from the grave and promised you made a keep. To be your brother's keeper with the song that you sing. Everybody, I've been wrong and I've been right and I've been raising hell all night. Been alone in quiet places with a bottle and a song. I've been here and I've been mad and I've been wasted everywhere. I walked a mile just to know what it was like to be the Duke of Sorrow. Making out along that park, stitch a school to skate that pool. A poor boy and a hungry man, too desperate to be cool. Everybody started out, some with one, some without. And it's never what you had, it's everything you can do without. I've been wrong and I've been right and I've been raising hell all night. Been alone in quiet places with a bottle and a song. I've been here and I've been there and I've been wasted everywhere. Walked a mile just to know what it was like to be the Duke of Sorrow. Been alone in quiet places with a bottle and a song. I've been here and I've been there and I've been wasted everywhere. Walked a mile just to know what it was like to be the Duke of Sorrow. The Duke of Sorrow.
Yeah. All right. All right. This is gotta admit this is weird. Singing to a screen in my room. Well, this ain't my room. This is a private speakeasy club where only I'm allowed to drink margaritas. Hope you're all out there got some friends, got something to drink, and yeah, silence. Boo. All right, so I did a record about 7 years ago called Good Man's Ruin. And I'll play a song off that because why not? This is a song about the desert. This is called High and Lonesome. See how this goes. Thank you very much for tuning in. You got me just right, but I never thought I'd be in the glow of your headlight. There's no one around as a coyote sound my demise. Your shotgun releases and I fall to pieces. Your smile, never to reveal what you hide. Any good advice of my own. All that you stole, I've been living with your ghost. Might as well go it alone. And I go repeat through the valley below. The stars shine on to reveal what you got here tonight. That run and Indian curses on wine. Yeah, I run back to you if somehow I could escape you. Your thoughts like siren through weeping of willows. The river that runs to my heart as you drown out. Goodbye consolation, you put me underground. So when a dark Mexican thought shone like an angel. Check out this run. Jake taught me that one. So rad. So shredding. I'm the worst. I'm terrible. All right, here we go. All right, let's try another Strung Out song. I did some weird shit with Velvet Alley. See what happens. You can make me see what you think I should know when you don't understand where I'm coming from. We're passing through worlds, no perception in time, and I'm not the same as when I began. Show me, don't tell me what's going on inside your little world. Say we never landed on the moon, never reached the sky. Shed some light, I'll lend a patient ear. Don't let me down, I gotta know if something good can grow out on this rock. Save me one more time, and I'll be free from the way I think it ought to be. Babylon, could I be wrong? Silhouette of you and me just stayed in space and time. A reference to this reality. And I'd sacrifice 1,000,000 nights for just a moment's peace with you. Affection to dissect reality. It's all in what we hold as being real. When the symbol kills the substance, now we're lost. Save me one more time, and I'll be free from the alleyways of my heart. I'm going nowhere. I'm going nowhere inside this head. We're going nowhere. We're going nowhere inside this head of mine. Sit and stay a while. Talk to me about the things that make you real. Let's forget about all that make you and me surrender. 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 All right. I only got, I don't even know how much time I have left. I'm going to do 2 more. Hopefully I don't go over. They don't cut me off. I don't know. We'll see. So I want to thank you guys. Yeah, this is rad. Musicians and bands, if people out there, please try and support your favorite bands and your favorite musicians, especially all the musicians here, Jim, Jason, Chris, Trevor, and all your favorite bands. Go on their website, buy their merch, buy their music, do what you can. I know it's tough for everybody out there, but yeah, do what we got to do. Music is the Holy Ghost, and we all need it, and I need it. It's oxygen to me. So I got a website with my art on it, jasonalexandercruz.art. You can buy stuff from there, just check stuff out if you're staring at a screen, and do your best. Kick ass. I'll try kicking ass. I will kick ass for you guys. So this is, I'm going to do one more original song. I've been kicking this one around for a little bit. I don't know how I feel about it yet. I think it's kind of pretty. I'll do this and one more Strung Out song and get the hell out of your hair. So thank you very much, you guys. And be safe out there, all right? This one's called Good For You.
signs have all been stolen and your vision is no good. What you can't see might eat you up alive. It's best to keep your wits about you and never let them know. This ain't the kind of place to make your stand. Dig in and do the best you can. The story here is bigger than the man, but the liquor ain't so bad and the song is better sad. Keep you on like a good lover should. Keep you on like a good lover should. When California falls, the desert rolls into the sea. When they murder every call you ever wore. Trade razor blades for better days, and there ain't no time for us to waste. Won't be there when you think you got the time. We go the rounds, we take it on the chin. We battle on like lovers in love again. We threw in all we had for a chance we never had. Gonna keep you on like a good lover should. Keep you on like a good lover should. Thank you guys. That was for Cristala and Sydney, my two girls, taking care of me always. So I think I got time for maybe one more. Thank you guys again. It means the world to me. And this is a Strung Out song that to me never got the love it should have got, but it still gets love. So whatever, do what you want with it. This was on a B-side. And this is one of my favorite Strung Out songs. I don't know what it is about it, but this is called Crows, and I'm gonna leave you guys with this because I think my time might be up. And thank you guys. All right. I think Trevor might be next. I'm not sure. I could be wrong. Trevor rules. He's one of my heroes. All right. And so is Jim. Okay. I love you guys. Take care of each other. It's called Crows. Crows, you carried me through another night to get back down, and I'm going crazy. I'm stopping at your feast tonight, taking all my cues from the city light where we are, just barely holding on. Now sleep underneath the freeway bridge, we belong nowhere and to no one, never knowing where we got lost. California at my back, the whole world in a paper bag. Another state of mind might do me alright. Reach a destination in style, murdered hope for the mile, never really knowing what we got till we lose it to an afterthought. We deserve this love. I've been everywhere to see my share of ways that we all let each other down. I wonder why. Not all who wander here are lost at all. Who seek that peace of mind, wonder where they're going. We know exactly where we've been, and we know it's in a careful later when you can't find yourself. Wanna leave a train down familiar road. Thank you, Speakeasy, BeachLife. See what happens when I try to dedicate her in the middle of a goddamn song. can't tell me and meet me at the darkest road. God, just enough to get us by, a little more than just barely alive. We ain't sleeping no more, with hearts too deep to drown. Let all who wander here are lost, let all who seek that peace of mind wonder where they're going. We know exactly where we've been, and we know it's it can be later when you can't find yourself. While leaving a train down familiar road. Crows, you carry me through another night. I'm going crazy, I'm going crazy. I'm starving at your feast tonight, taking all my cues from the city light where we are. Steady holding on, 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 steady holding on. All right, thank you guys. I think that's my time. Take it.
Thank you so much, Jason Cruz. I know it felt weird, but it sounded great, man. And JasonCruz.art for some of that great artwork that we see in the background. Cool stuff, Jason. Thank you so much, man.
Thank you very much for having me.
Great. We're here in the Speakeasy BeachLife Fest. It would have been this weekend, and what a triumph it was last year. But we just don't have it this year. It is postponed. That's why we're doing this. We have another event coming up on Cinco de Mayo that Jim Lindberg is going to host, and we have great stuff still coming up. We have Sublime with Rome, Chris Shiflett from the Foo Fighters, Ziggy Marley, Trevor Keith from Face to Face. But joining us right now, one of the great innovators in the industry of putting on live shows, festivals. That was the most popular thing going before we hit this this terrible speed bump that we're in globally, which is the coronavirus. And one of the great innovators in the festival world is Kevin Lyman. Now, Kevin Lyman is the head of the Kevin Lyman Group, but you might know him a little bit better for the guy behind the Vans Warped Tour, which is the longest running North American tour in the history of the world, and was really something special in its time. And he still puts on an unbelievable amount of events. And I know for a fact is an inspiration to Alan Sanford, who is the man behind BeachLife. So really cool to have him on. Kevin, welcome to the Speakeasy. How are you?
I'm doing good, Petros. That was interesting getting to hear Jason play. And we have a concert going on in the street right now. There's cool jazz out there. Our neighbor plays in a band, and they've set up in the front yard, and everyone's out in their front yard. So I had a little mosh up going there. Sounded like I was at a festival for a second.
It's funny because music is such a big part of our lives. And even if you're not somebody who's, seeking out music all the time, something like this happens and live music or somebody just, singing in a room like Jason was just doing, a talented guy. It's so meaningful. And the Warped Tour was really that way. I mean, it was really the nitty gritty of performance and reaching kids and getting on stage and really getting bands exposure. Can you talk a little bit about just the evolution of that and how you guys came up with it and what it was like kind of just living that for forever, almost decades?
Yeah, I mean, it was blending, the culture of California, the skateboarding and music. We were doing events. I was with Golden Voice. Everyone knows Golden Voice now as the ones who put Coachella on, but we were putting on shows back in the 80s where we would blend skateboarding and music. And I was working with Trans World, doing Board Aid and boarding for breast cancer. And really what it was we were just, it was something, I just took it on the road. It was going to be my last summer. This was my first summer off in 28 years. I worked on Lollapalooza, and Warped was going to be my last summer on the road for 1 year, and it turned into a 25-year tour. And it's kind of a bummer when you leave on your own terms, it's cool. But when you see like how everything shut down, I was hoping to come to BeachLife this year. I walked around and saw the facility that they were building down there right when they were setting it up, getting ready to do it. And I was hoping to be able to go this year and enjoy the evening down there.
Yeah, Beach Life was really something else, and you've put on shows all over the world, for a long time. How unique was that to you to see the Beach Life Fest in that? Because as a guy who's from here, I never thought I'd see, Redondo Beach with that kind of event and that kind of drawing power for locals and others, and the caliber of the artists.
Well, I'm friends with Jim Lindberg and Pennywise, and I know that whole South Bay scene, that South Bay punk scene was big. And then I didn't really even realize that Alan had this awesome club where all these bands would come and play down there, but they'd also be playing LA and they might be playing out in another place. But he'd pick some pretty cool acts down there. And for that local community down there, made some real special shows. So you guys didn't have to drive up to Hollywood or LA to see him, or Orange County. And I walked around and I looked at it, how he was laying it out, and I gave him a few suggestions. And just knowing that the sun would be setting, when a really cool band was playing, because it's always about that sunset. I always call it the sunset cruise. And you talk about Sublime with Rome, but Sublime was on the first Warped Tour when Brad Nola was alive, and I put them on at sunset sometimes just so I could go out and just chill. Even when you're producing a show, when you're in it, you're sweaty, you're dirty, your heart's in it. You just want to sometimes chill. So I'd always have that sunrise set, and you brought up names, and I know a lot of those bands, and I thought that would be really cool, that location where he was doing it, and was probably really looking forward to going down there this year, because it's the first time in 28 years I'm not going to be on the road during the summer, and I wouldn't be tearing down a 42 city tour right now, which would have kind of been a bummer, but it's tough.
Yeah, it is tough, and there's no doubt that the festival industry is hit the hardest, or one of the industries that is hit the hardest, and live bands and people that make their living on the road and performing for people all over the country and all over the world. What is the future? How are we going to get back to, as an organizer, how are we going to get back to these things that we enjoy so much?
Well, we talk about it a lot. It's really going to come down to having a vaccination. I think, we ultimately look at, there's a lot of people that would maybe take that risk and go out, but to really be comfortable in a place, in a gathering where they're, like that energy of a festival, we're going to be looking for a vaccination. We hear things in the news and it changes one day to the next, but they're going to need to come up with that. They're going to need to come with until then, things like this, I'm doing one next week. I was supposed to have this big festival down at LA Live called the 320 Festival. It was all about mental health and awareness. And I've been working on it for a year with Talinda Bennington, Chester Bennington's wife. And we had to move it online. We're doing it next weekend. It will have to do until we figure this out to make everyone comfortable to go to those large gatherings.
The head of the Kevin Lyman group, Kevin Lyman, is with us in the Speakeasy. We are doing the Beach Life Fest online. It would have been this weekend. We have another big event coming up on Cinco de Mayo. Kevin, just a great depth and breadth of knowledge from you. If anybody's ever seen a live show and enjoyed one, chances are this guy is behind it. Keep doing what you're doing and keep on innovating. Thank you so much for joining us, and have a great night.
All right. Stay creative and be safe.
I'll try. Thank you, Kevin.
Thank you.
There he goes, the great Kevin Lyman. What a stud. I was going to name drop Steve Van Doren, who I know is the guy, the Vans guy. He's like the CEO of Vans. But I didn't want to be like, hey, you're a big executive. I know a big executive. I guess I've done it now. But he's not on the call now, so it's less embarrassing for me. My name's Petros, by the way, and I am your host for Beach Life Speakeasy. Coming up, we do have a great musical performance. We're going to have Trevor Keith on, I believe, from Face to Face. But first, we're all wearing masks outside. I went to the Riviera today to get a juice from the Punch Bowl, and I wore my mask. And a lot of people who used to make clothes are making masks, including Fernando's in the Hollywood Riviera.
My name is Fernando Adames, and I've been in retail since 1980. After 30 years in Hermosa, we are having a great time in Redondo. In the beginning of March, I realized we were all going to need to wear a mask. And I said, well, I have the fabrics and the machine and I know how, and I checked a few patterns and I found one that is simple and effective and quick to make. And I've been very blessed to be helping and making masks for everybody. Whoever needs a mask, they can have it. This pandemic is going to drive you crazy if you don't get busy and do something about it. Like helping other people, being creative, resourceful, and don't get bored.
I know that dude. Great job, Fernandito, doing the people's work down in the Hollywood Riviera. Well, we're going to continue with the musical acts because that's really what it's all about. That's what the beach life is about. Enjoying music and the beach. And we still have some great bands to come as our show continues into the night. Ziggy Marley, Sublime with Rome. Very exciting things. Jim Lindberg joined us earlier and got the whole thing kicked off. We just heard from the great Kevin Lyman. This is the BeachLife Fest Speakeasy live stream. My name is Petros Papadakis, and we are bringing you through the night with live performances, having a great time. I love that guy from Strung Out, Jason Cruz. I loved his art in the background. And, it's just nice to see everybody coming together and doing good things for each other in the community. It's easy to get testy out there when times are hard and a lot of us are stuck inside and they got the beach roped off and in some places the sidewalk, so people are walking down the middle of the street. It's important to remember to be kind and patient and understanding with each other because, who knows when we're going to get out of this, and the nicer we are to each other, the better times are in the future. And joining us right now from the beautiful band, one of my favorites from way back in the day, Face to Face, is the great Trevor Keith. I've loved Trevor Keith for a long time. So let's get out to Face to Face. We don't have him, so we're going to switch gears to what's next, and we'll work on getting Trevor Keith. Okay, that's all right. We got one guy moving in and one guy moving out. We're going to do the old shell game. So Trevor Keith from Face to Face is out for the moment, and let's get to the great Chris Shiflett from the Foo Fighters. Chris Shiflett, ladies and gentlemen, from the Foo Fighters.
Is this thing working? Are we live? Are we live? Hola, senors and senoritas. My name is Chris Shiflett. Welcome to the BeachLife Speakeasy live stream. Wish we could all be together as was planned, but this is the best we can do during this crazy situation that we're all living through. So I hope you guys are having a great Friday night wherever you are. I'm going to play some songs for the next half hour or so. And since it's called the Speakeasy, I figured I'd start with this one. I'm still drunk in last night's clothes, oh so what? I got ashes on my blankets and I'm hurting in my guts. I'm blind, sun's like lightning in my eyes. Pull out a plastic lighter, drop the needle just in time. Fall apart, just a melody and a broken heart. Stack of bills, couple of pills. I hope the bottom is the hardest part. And I'm still drunk, still in love, still not enough. Try to sleep it off, now waiting for the one that's had enough. She's had enough, and I'm still drunk. Yeah, I'm still drunk. No place to go. Forgot last night and the month before. All my friends, they ain't around. Couldn't watch me breaking down. Hold to the bar like a life vest in my arms. Light a smoke and walk outside. She's not calling, but she might. And I'm still drunk, still in love, still not enough. Try to sleep it off, now waiting for the one that's had enough. She's had enough, and I'm still drunk. Yeah, I'm still drunk. had enough, and I'm still drunk, still in love, still not enough. Tried to sleep it off, I'll apologize tomorrow, but today I'm too fucked up, and I'm still drunk. Yeah, I'm still drunk. Yeah, I'm still drunk. Yeah, still drunk. Yeah. Alrighty. Thank you, and thank you for tuning in. My wife always tells me that I get my best lyrical inspiration from when her and I get into fights, and I think she's right, and that's what this song's about. It's called Sticks and Stones. Throw your bottle, sticks and stones. You made it clear I can go in the hallway all alone. I always wind up on my own. Sat outside our bedroom door, taking glass up off the floor. Take all you want, then take some more. I give up on keeping score. Well, you know what we become, and it's ain't enough for everyone. So if you're thinking about moving on, then your heart's already gone. Well, you said my temper's cruel. Baby, where does that leave you? Hanging on you like a noose. Keep my fingers on the truth. So make any threat you want. What can you take that you ain't got? Call your lawyer, call the cops. All you want is what you're not. Well, you know what we become, and it ain't enough for everyone. So if you're thinking about moving on, then your heart's already gone. There's no apologies left to give. There's no more sorries on these lips. I didn't mean to hurt you, but I did. Lying's easy when truth quits. So push this old heart off a cliff and watch the world crash into it. Reach for your hand but found a fist. We can't take much more of this. Well, you know what we become, and this ain't enough for everyone. So if you're thinking about moving on, then your heart's already gone. Then your heart's already gone. Then your heart's already gone. Yeah. All righty. So I've been doing a lot of these live streams, lately, and I've been getting a lot of requests for this next song. So I used to have a band years ago called Jackson United. Made a couple records with, and did a little bit of touring and stuff. And so I had to go dig out these lyrics and kind of relearn it. It's weird when you haven't played one of your own songs for so long that it feels like you're playing a cover song. But that's kind of how this one feels to me now. Now I'm going to dedicate this or send this out to my brother Scott and Pete Parada and Doug Sangalang up in Oakland. All right, this one's called All the Way. Remember going out drugs in the bathroom stall, sneaking beer into an empty, unlit hall. I sent you a postcard today. Don't mind the message. It was a good time we'll never have again. Was a good time we'll never have. Glad to see it end. I put some miles on these eyes, put some scars on these broken hands of mine, broken walls and Valentine's to you. I missed another. It was a good time we'll never have again. Was a good time we'll never have. Glad to see it end. Gone for a year today. Can't see you now, I'm leaving anyway. I'm at the bar for you waiting. It was a good time we'll never have again. Was a good time we'll never have. Was a good time we'll never have again. Was a good time we'll never have. It was a good time we'll never have again. Was a good time we'll never have. It was a good time we'll never have again. Was a good time we'll never have. All right. A lot of words in that song to remember. Jesus. You know, I kind of wrote that song about like in the mid-90s. I moved up to San Francisco, and I was like a rabid Jawbreaker fan. Would like go see him whenever I could, you know, whenever I found out about them playing. But Jawbreaker had a really strange affinity for finding the weirdest venues. They never played the venues, it seemed like, that like all the other bands played. They would just find some weird Elks Lodge off in the middle of nowhere, and you'd go there once for that show. You'd never go there, and you'd never be back in that venue. Like there's several times I saw them that I think I was only ever in those venues that one time. But that's kind of what, there's a line in that last song that I played about going to Oakland to see him play, and that was what I was talking about, because I remember taking like the bus out to Oakland, I think, somewhere in 1995 when I first moved up to the city, and going to see him play in just this weird, cavernous, bizarro room that I never went back to again. So in the spirit of that, I thought I would cover a Jawbreaker song, because you love Jawbreaker, and this one's a classic. It's called Boxcar. You're not punk, and I'm telling everyone, save your breath, I never was one. You don't know what I'm all about, like killing cops and reading Kerouac. My enemies are all too familiar, they're the ones who used to call me friend. I'm coloring outside your guidelines, passing out while you were passing out your rules. 1, 2, 3, 4, who's punk? What's the score? I got a friend, her name is Boxcar. Cigarettes and beer in El Salvador. Hair was blue, now it's green. I like the mind she hates to see. My enemies are all too familiar, they're the ones that used to call me friend. I'm coloring outside your guidelines, passing out while you were passing out your rules. 1, 2, 3, 4, who's punk? What's the score? You're on your own, all alone, all alone. You're on your own, on your own, all alone, all If you haven't seen Jawbreaker since they got back together, you don't know what you're missing. I went and saw them twice when they played here in L.A., when they came through at the Palladium, and it was unbelievable. It was just like seeing them back in the day, but it was just in a much bigger room. And they came out and they kind of meandered on stage and made some noise with their plugged and tuned and just like plugged stuff in, and it was all random. And then they started playing, and I don't think Blake had like a pedal board, and he just had some loose pedals, and the cables came out, and it was like just felt like I was at Jabberjaw in 1994 or something. It was crazy great. I loved every minute of it. I'm so happy that they're back together. Okay, so around that same time, I moved up to San Francisco, and I got a job at Fat Records, because if you remember back at that time, was this little window where punk rock was like exploding, and tons of punk rock bands were getting like major label record deals. Obviously Green Day and Offspring and stuff like that, blew up. But because they blew up so big, it's like everybody else, the rising tide lifted all the boats. And so there was this moment where bands like No Use for Name had a kind of a hit on the radio. And so I moved up to San Francisco, and I got a job at Fat Records, and my job was to call independent record stores and make sure that they had the No Use for a Name record in stock. It's like that was my gig, and I did that for like 3 weeks. And one day, No Use for a Name walked into the office and went like, "Hey, our guitar player quit, and we got to go on tour on Monday. We're fucked. We need a guitar player." And Fat Mike went, "Hey, you should play guitar for them." And I was like, I had just gotten the job there, so I didn't want to fuck that up. I was like, "Oh, what? Are you sure?" But of course, I jumped at the chance, and it was like the greatest thing that ever happened to me, man. It was like the first time I ever joined a band that went on tour and made records and living the dream. It was incredible. But the song that got me that job at Fat Records and basically got me in that band is this song right here, and it's called Soulmate. Monday morning you woke up crying, the outcome of a stupid line, said by some punk ass on the street. It wasn't me, it wasn't you, it wasn't anybody you knew. Is it your old friend insecurity? The one companion that's stuck by your side since you were born. Tuesday night you were in a fight, the same old argument, black and white. It's something that's eating you inside. It's not the food, it's not the booze, it isn't anything consumed. Is it becoming a problem you can't hide? And all those times you thought that you were wrong, you were right. Yeah, the devil on your shoulder gives you strength and paranoia. The countless times you called up you. Yeah, your best friend tell the end of time will always be there by your side. Solidify conditions you love you. And what that means you'll never have a clue. More than just a lifelong friend, no social life I guess we can pretend. It's not like I care, but anyway, you always wanna leave, you never wanna stay, 'cause you think if you drink too much then you lose it. You'll drink your security away. The one companion that's stuck by your side since you were born. Yeah, that little voice inside your head That one goes out to Mr. Tony Sly. Miss that dude. All right. I'm going to bring it down a little bit. I'm going to take it to the honky tonk right now. I'll take a shot and a beer back, please. Last night brought me to my knees. I need your love and sympathy. All I got is this empty stool of me. Guess you left around 2 a.m. Said you was leaving with your girlfriend, but you went straight home to him. Bartender, please set it up again. Couldn't come back to my hotel room, so I walked all alone back to 102, staring at your picture faded and blue. Tonight I'm dreaming about me and you. I don't know when I'll be back again. It's not so easy being just your friend, but if you want me to, I'll pretend. I'll be waiting for that one last slow dance. Same old story since we first met. We break our hearts every chance we get. Neon lights turn to red. Hey baby, if it ain't just too late, yeah, I'm all alone in my hotel room, broken all over right here in the 102, texting you desperate like a lovesick fool. Tonight I'm dreaming about me and you. A smoke and stare at the wall. Wait until all my inhibitions fall like a hand grenade in my palm. Pour the pen and I make the call. I'm all alone in my hotel room, broken hungover right here in the 102, texting you desperate like a lovesick fool. Tonight I'm dreaming about me and you. Tonight I'm dreaming about me and you. Tonight I'm dreaming about me and you. Yeah. All right, I'm running out of time. I'm going to try to jam 2 more songs into my last little bit of time here. I got a few minutes left. So I'm going to play this song I wrote about my oldest teenage son. I got 3 teenage sons. This one I wrote about my oldest son. It's called Welcome to Your First Heartache. I know what you're feeling. You're hurt and proud. Don't want no one seeing your tears hit the ground. So welcome to your first heartache. Welcome to your first broken down. Shakes you like an earthquake. Welcome to your first heartache. I've been where you're standing, and let me tell you, son, that it gets so much better, just part of growing up. So welcome to your first heartache. Welcome to your first broken down. Shakes you like an earthquake. Welcome to your first heartache. It ain't the end of the world. And she ain't the last girl. So welcome to your first heartache. Welcome to your first broken bow. Shakes you like an earthquake. Welcome to your first heartache. Welcome to your first heartache. Welcome to your first heartache. Yeah. All righty. I got one more song. So thank you for tuning in. Hopefully we'll all be back to doing regular gigs here soon. But until that time, stay healthy and keep your distance from each other. You know what to do. Hey, I just want to also thank Jim from Pennywise for letting me come play this and for put me on the festival originally. I really appreciate it. It's something I was really looking forward to. And hopefully, like I said, hopefully next year or later this year. Well, I don't know what the plan is for making it happen, but hopefully when it does, we'll all be there together. And by the way, if you had fun watching this, I should mention I'm hosting another live stream Sunday night through Luck Reunion, and another one Monday through Martin Guitars. So check my social media and go check that out if you are so inclined. All right, I'm gonna play a song that I wrote about my hometown, Santa Barbara. It's called West Coast Town. I can't screw up the opening riff to my hometown song. Hold on. I walked home all the way from East Beach with an oil spill sticking to my feet. That little house on Salinas Street, throwing rocks in the creek, my brothers and me. And Mom headed down on a county wage to pose on the back some food on our plates. And every Saturday night, mariachis played. I listened through the window to the lowrider sway. Yeah, I grew up in a West Coast town back before they chased the working class out. You know we don't fuck around. Redondo Beach, saw her digging in my lungs so deep. I chased her all night, but she couldn't see. It was paradise, but I had to leave. Yeah, I grew up in a West Coast town back before they chased the working class out. You know we don't fuck around where I grew up in a West Coast town. town back before they chased the working class out. You know we don't fuck around where I grew up. Yeah, I grew up in a West Coast town back before they chased the working class out. You know we don't fuck around where I grew up in a West Coast town. In a West Coast town. Yeah, thank you for tuning in. Thank you, Beach Life. My name is Chris Shiflett. Adios, amigos.
Unreal. Great stuff in the Beach Life Speakeasy from Shiflett of the Foo Fighters. Extra points for the creepy Game of Thrones mask on the wall and the Social D shirt. And you know, we are just going to keep the hits coming. We are here celebrating what would been Beach Life weekend. We would have been out there in beautiful Redondo Beach celebrating together. But tonight we're all online enjoying some great acts. And that was a great one. Chris Shiflett. This is one of my personal favorites. Face to Face, we're talking about Trevor Keith, the lead singer of the great band Face to Face. And I think we got it all worked out. He's got that sweet golden microphone. How you doing, Trevor? Are you in Victorville right now?
No, sir. I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. I live in Las Vegas, Nevada these days.
Beautiful. Well, thank you so much for doing this. And without further ado, you sound great. Let's get to some of that great music, everybody. Trevor Keith.
All right. How's it going, everybody? Thanks for sticking around and hanging out to hear me play a little bit of music. This first song goes out to everybody who's ever felt like the deck's stacked against them. It's a contradiction wrapped up in a cliche. It's the old catch-22. They'll gently nudge you back into the margins. It's do as I say, not as I do. Whoa, you're on the ropes again, it's time to make a play, yeah. Whoa, dig deep and find the strength, there's just no other way, and I know it seems like no one's in your corner. I know you thought of throwing in the towel. Hard to take it when you're here below the belt again, but I know you don't wanna go back to the beginning. Keep your chin up when they try and bring you down. Well, I've been called a lot worse than a cliche, and I've seen a lot since I was 22. Don't ever let yourself fall in the margins. It doesn't matter what you say, but what you do. Whoa, you're on the ropes again, it's time to make a play, yeah. Whoa, dig deep and find the strength, there's just no other way, and I know it seems like no one's in your corner. I know you thought of throwing in the towel. Hard to take it when you're here below the belt again, but I know you don't wanna go back to the beginning. Keep your chin up when they try and bring you down. Hey! Whoa, you're on the ropes again, it's time to make a play, yeah. Whoa, dig deep and find the strength, there's just no other way, and I know it seems like no one's in your corner. I to throwing in the towel. Hard to take it when you're here below the belt again, but I know you don't wanna go back to the beginning. Keep your chin up when they try and bring you down. Keep your chin up when they try and bring you down. All right. Anybody who might be having cocktails or beers or even non-alcoholic drinks, Jim earlier in the night stole this one from me because I was planning on using it, but I'm probably going to make about 654 guitar mistakes during the set tonight. So every time you hear one, tip one back. Fun drinking game. Who would if I'm right and you were wrong? What if you knew it all along? What if I figured out that I did not belong? And what if it always bothered me? What if I never did believe? Would it be wrong if I decided I should leave? If I pretended I was blind, struck it from my mind, would it still be there? What if I do anything to make it seem alright? It's alright. And what if it's all inside my head? What if those words were never said? Would it be easier if I could just forget? And what if I did run away? Could it be any other way? Would it be wrong if I decided I should stay? If I pretended I was blind, struck it from my mind, and would it still be there? What if I do anything to make it seem alright? It's alright. It's alright. It's alright. It's alright. It's alright. Struck it from my mind, would it still be there? What if I do anything to make it seem alright? It's alright. What if I'm right and you wrong? What if you knew it all along? What if I figured out that I did not belong? And what if it always bothered me? What if I never did believe? Would it be wrong if I decided I should leave? All right, I'll drink to that missed chord I had at the end of the song there. Everybody, thanks again for joining me and all the other artists tonight on the BeachLife Fest Speakeasy live stream. Super cool. I mean, I would have definitely preferred to be actually playing in Redondo Beach tonight, because I'm sure the weather's beautiful. And it would have been super awesome, but we have next year. So let's just get through this best we can. And hopefully there will be live music and we will be together again. This one is this is one I've never done acoustic before. I'm gonna give it a shot. I worked it up for this live stream. It's about somebody who had everything in the palm of their hands and they let it slip away. Ignorance and arrogance mean quite the same to me. Take a look around you and I'm sure you will agree. The world is full of people filled with hatred, filled with greed. Such a rare example when you found a human being. You could have had everything but you would have been scared of what to do. You should have been so much more to us, just exonerated. Why shouldn't it break your heart into a fine little entertains me anymore? The problems of the world are often tedious and worn. Reading all about it with a chuckle and a sneer. They say a new beginning and they say the end is near. You could have had everything but you. You would have been scared of what to do. You should have been so much more to us, just exonerated. Why shouldn't it break your heart in two? Get in your self-assuredness and take it for a spin. You'll be standing by yourself when they've all given in. Just take before it's taken from you every single day. Wish it wasn't like this, I don't know another way. You could have had everything but you would have been scared of what to do. You should have been so much more to us, just exonerated. You could have had everything but you would have been scared of what to do. Should have been so much more to us, just exonerated. Why shouldn't it break your heart in two? Yeah. This one is one I'm going to play for you guys off of my solo record that I put out a few years back. Quite a few years back, actually now. It's been about 12 years. Anyway, never played this one acoustic before either, so I'm trying some new stuff tonight, having a little bit of fun with it. I hope everyone at home is enjoying themselves with this too. And this one's called Half Asleep. It goes like this. Wake up now this time. You've been hiding underneath the covers of your bed again. But it's alright. I thought that I could make this into anything I wanted. Suppose that I've forgotten how to dream. But we could steal a little time away and think of something more to say. Make it seem it's alright. I thought that I might feel something different this time. Instead, I don't feel anything at all. Were you awake or am I talking to myself? 'Cause I was hoping you were listening. Such a fake and I don't know if I can tell. Wish that I could fall asleep again. Wake up now this time. You're not fooling anyone, pretending that you're still asleep. I don't mind. You said if I woke up then I might never be able to get myself to fall asleep again. You awake or am I talking to myself? 'Cause I was hoping you were listening. Since you're faking, I don't know if I can tell. I wish that I could fall asleep again. You awake or am I talking to myself? 'Cause I was hoping you were listening. Such a fake and I don't know if I can tell. I wish that I could fall asleep again. All right, let's do one a little more upbeat, a little more punk rock. This one is, that's kind of silly because it almost really relies on the audience. So you might feel dumb, but maybe you guys will feel just as dumb as me right now. Let's just do some crazy thing together. Would it be weird to have a virtual sing-along? I don't know, because I would never know if you actually sang along or not. This one's called Bill of Goods, and a lot of you who know face-to-face might know what to do here. So if you've been drinking long enough and maybe your inhibitions are real low right now, put your arm around your buddy and let's hear the whoa, 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 whoas. Try to convince you that you can't live without one. You look around, man, everybody's got one. So hurry up, get your dollar bills together. Gonna try and get you something even better. Not so sure, but you heard it's great. Get there first so you won't be late. Everybody else will have to wait in line. I overestimated you, you knew that I probably would. We're so predictable and we've been sold out Bill like goods. But Bill of Goods. You want a choice, want to make your own decisions. You want to make up the rules and the provisions. And everything's gonna be so great. You're the latest keeper at the gate. Everybody else will have to wait in line. I overestimated you, you knew that I probably would. We're so predictable and we've been sold out Bill of Goods. The Bill of Goods. All right. Try to convince you that you can't live without one. You look around, man, everybody's got one. Hurry up and get your dollar bills together. Gonna try and get you something even better. Aye. Yeah. All right. I'm going to break out the capo, which is I don't know. Do bad things happen when the capo comes out? I'm not sure. No, good things happen. Definitely, if you can get it to sound right, and still sounds pretty much in tune, so I think we're going to roll with it. This is my last song, everybody. Thanks again for tuning in and joining me for this portion of it. There's been so many fantastic musicians on here tonight. Shout out to the Jasons, Devora and Cruz, Chris Shiflett, and big thanks to Jim Lindberg for putting this thing together. And when we weren't able to do it actually live and in person, coming up with this really cool idea to do a live stream for it. And hope you had as much fun as I have. This one is just a song about reminiscing about what it's like to be young and optimistic. Who back in 95 when this was new, guess I didn't have a clue. Thought the world would change with the right song. So we picked it up and moved it out, turned the whole thing upside down. Told myself it wouldn't be too long. And I believed in everyone and everything they told me. And I believed that anything was possible. Shoot the moon, shoot the moon, shoot the moon. Hit or miss, it makes no difference. Shoot the moon, shoot the moon, shoot the moon. Hit or miss, it makes no difference. When everything was looking up, thought I'd never get enough. Didn't let the world obstruct my view. And we thought that it would never end, and had our fun in spite of it, and paved the way for something slightly new. And I believed in everyone and everything that told me. And I believed that anything was possible. Shoot the moon, shoot the moon, shoot the moon. Hit or miss, it makes no difference. Shoot the moon, shoot the moon, shoot the moon. Hit or miss, it makes no difference. And I believed in everyone and everything they told me. And I believed that anything was possible. Shoot the moon, shoot the moon, shoot the moon. Hit or miss, it makes no difference. Shoot the moon, shoot the moon, shoot the moon. Hit or miss, it makes no difference. 95 when this was new, guess I didn't have a clue, or thought the world would change with the right song. Thanks again, everybody. I'm Trevor Keith. Check me out on all of my socials at Trevor Keith Official. Thanks very much. Have a great rest of the night.
Thank you, Trevor. Wonderful stuff from Vegas, man. Thank you very, very much. We sure did it.
Thanks, buddy.
There he goes, the great Trevor Keith. And we are going to move from one Trevor to another. By the way, he called me buddy. I'll take that from the guy from Face to Face, though. Victorville, man, those people are tough. Speaking of tough, I want to talk about hockey. We've been talking about hockey all night because the BeachLife Fest is synonymous with the LA Kings, who have been throughout the beach since the Kings came to town, especially since they built their facility in beautiful El Segundo, California, which is in the South Bay, which is beach life all day. So joining us right now, a left winger for the Los Angeles Kings, straight out of Thousand Oaks, a hockey player from LA, living in LA, doing some cool stuff in the community while he's cooling his jets. It's Trevor Moore joining us in the Speakeasy for the BeachLife Fest. What's cracking, Trevor? How are you?
Not much. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Now, first and foremost, you're a young dude, mid-20s, getting used to being at the house, not doing anything when you're used to playing professional sports. How difficult has that been, and what kind of interaction do you have with your teammates?
Yeah, I mean, just we've been bored, and I've been talking to some guys, playing some video games with them, all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, I mean, just trying to stay busy, working out, going on walks, that kind of thing. But yeah, I mean, like everyone else, we're just trying to kill the time and hope this whole thing goes away.
Now, speaking of playing video games, you're not just saying that like, some guy saying he plays Sonic the Hedgehog or something in his spare time. You're not only a great professional hockey player, but you are somewhat of a video game or a gamer champion, I guess would be the word, a Fortnite champion. You won a bunch of money in a Fortnite tournament, and you dedicated the money to the Children's Hospital. Is that the case? Is that what happens, LA Children's Hospital?
Yeah, you oversold me there a little bit, I think. Fortnite champion is definitely an oversell. Me and my friends. Yeah, we won money. I mean, we made it past the first round, and then we got to the money portion of it, but we didn't make it past the second round. So, and then also we just decided to donate to the King's Care Foundation, who is bringing meals to medical professionals in the Children's Hospital and all that kind of stuff. So, I mean, it's pretty special that we were able to just sit at home playing video games and, make a little money for a good cause.
Is your care now Fortnite, if I'm not, I'm kind of an older guy, but Fortnite, if I'm not wrong, is the one where you're like in a world running around killing other people that are in the same world, right?
Right. Yeah. It's kind of like, yeah.
Is your guy like a hockey guy, like a mean looking hockey guy?
I streamed it, so we had the fans pick my guy. So I wasn't a hockey guy that day. I was a fox.
A fox?
Yeah, I don't know. People like foxes, I guess. I don't know. I let them pick it.
Now, you got to tell us, Trevor, what it's like playing hockey for the Kings as a guy from LA, and you got to know how unique that is in your sport. Mostly, it's Canadian dudes and Euros.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's been special, and I feel very grateful to be here and be grateful to watch and be with the guys that I grew up watching win the Stanley Cups and all that kind of stuff. So I'm just, like I said, very grateful, and I want to learn as much as I can from the legends that are on the Kings right now. Can you get any rink time right now? Are you guys able to skate? I know how important it is to stay in shape in that kind of way. It's different, than a guy that runs or jumps. Skating is its own kind of skill. How do you guys navigate that right now? I'm not able to do much in the way of hockey training. I got some pucks and a net in the garage that I've been shooting, but skating is definitely a different animal. I do a lot of cardio right now, but I know that when I get on the ice, it's going to be a different beast, and it's all the different muscles. It's like riding a bike is different than running, all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, I know it's going to be different, but you just try to do everything you can right now to, just stay in shape best you can. Now, when you're not the Fox on Fortnite, who is your guy so the people can look out for you? I change it up, Element of surprise is pretty important out there. Well, fair enough. And you look sweet in that Henley. I mean, the Henleys come back, and as a guy from the 90s, that's the kind of shirt you're wearing. I love it. You look great. You look great. Thank you. I appreciate it. Hey, thank you so much for joining us, and good luck to you. Stay in shape, and we can't wait to watch you guys take the ice again. And thank you for all the great work that the Kings are doing, especially when it comes to the LA Children's Hospital and feeding the people working there. Yeah, thank you very much. I appreciate you having me. There he is from the LA Kings, Trevor Moore, left winger out of Thousand Oaks.
which the locals in the area, Ventura County, call T.O. Pretty cool, right? All right, coming up next, what we're going to do is talk more drinks because it is getting late in the night for the BeachLife Fest Speakeasy. And what is a speakeasy without brown liquor? And what is a bar without Jack Daniels? Let's get back out to St. Rock, one of my favorite bartenders in the world, Bonnie, with some more bartending tips.
Hello to everyone tuning in to BeachLife Speakeasy, and thank you to Jack Daniels for helping make this all happen. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make a classic Lynchburg lemonade. So let's get started. We're going to take 1.5 ounces of our Jack Daniels. We're going to add 3/4 of an ounce of triple sec. We're going to add 1/2 ounce of fresh squeezed lemon juice. We're going to add about 2 ounces of the freshest squeezed lemonade you can find. So that we're going to top it off with ice, and we're going to give the whole thing a real good shake. Make sure everything's mixing in real nice. Take our highball filled to the brim with ice. Strain it out. We're going to garnish with a fresh lemon wheel. And enjoy. It's really good.
Thank you, Bonnie. Can't wait to see you at St. Rock when we get things rolling again. And speaking of rolling, you know, we're not out on the beach right now. And there's a lot of people, especially surfers, champing at the bit, trying to get out there. Now, U Surf Wax is a very important brand. As you know, you can't surf without surf wax. You'd be slipping and sliding all over the place, as you know. But U Surf Wax, seeing that there was a need, took care of it. And did you know, if you're not making wax, you can make soap, which cleans your hands.
Hey everyone, it's Hogan Peters from You, Your Environment's Wax. I'm very thankful to be a part of a great event that brings people together, even though we are distancing from one another during these unprecedented times. At You, we are a very small company who works hard to try and make a difference. We believe that small changes lead to big changes. During these unprecedented times, I didn't want to be producing something that we as a community can't and shouldn't be using. So, for the time being, I've paused wax production, and I am using our remaining pounds of beeswax and an organic soap base to hand make bars of soap. The soap is then being donated to school meal programs in the South Bay area. In difficult times, we survive by coming together to help each other, and I am thankful to be part of a community that is so eager to help. It is really hard, but we need to be resilient, and a key to being resilient is kindness. Being kind to others keeps each other going. A very special thank you to our essential workers. To all, I can't wait to see everyone back out there soon. Stay healthy and enjoy the show. You!
What's cracking? Back in my basement, it's me, Petros Papadakis, at the BeachLife Fest Speakeasy. You know, we would have had the BeachLife Fest this weekend in Redondo Beach, but we are postponed. It is coming back, but right now we're doing what you're doing, trying to pass the time and have a great time. We're honoring the local people that work hard for us, and we've seen so many of them in our area doing great things, from Fernando's making masks to the U Surf Wax making soap. You just saw that. But you know, it's about music tonight as well, and the BeachLife Fest is all about music. And what would beach music in Southern California be without the band Sublime? And of course, Sublime with Rome, we've been promoting them all night. We've got them ready to rock and roll for you. One of the seminal bands that define Southern California beach lifestyle. Ladies and gentlemen, Sublime with Rome.
Check. Testing. Man, what an amazing time to be alive. I tell you that. How's everybody doing? My name is Rome Ramirez. I sing and play guitar for Sublime with Rome. Shout out to BeachLife. I'm more than honored to be able to performed for them in their live stream, Speakeasy live stream. I think it's spot on. The world could use a little bit of live music. So this dumb virus is kind of shut some stuff down, but there's no shutting us down forever. So here we go. When you grab a hold of me, tell me that I'll never be set free. 'Cause I'm parasite, creep and crawl, I step into the night. 2 pints of booze, tell me I'd you a bad fish, too high you a bad fish too, yeah. Ain't got no money to spend. I wish this night would never end. No. Lord knows I'm weak. Oh, somebody get me up of this grief. 'Cause baby, you're a big blue whale. Grab the brief when how duck diving fails. Well, I swim, but I wish I'd never heard. The water's too polluted now with germs. Well, I dive deep when it's 10 feet overhead. Grab the brief underneath my bed, but I ain't got no corals a job. Oh, ain't got no time to go home. Lord knows I'm weak. Oh, somebody get me out of this grief. Thank you guys. Yeah, big shout out to BeachLife Fest. You know, we're supposed to play that one. We're stoked. I live in LA. The rest of the guys live in San Diego County. So, you know, it's relatively a home show for us, local show. You know, so yeah. But we will be back. Reschedule, absolutely. And yeah, you know, that's why we're doing this. That's why we're doing this. Put some good vibes in the air and just kind of close your eyes and pretend and make believe that we were in the sun, Redondo Beach. Ooh, yeah. This song's called You Better Listen. You take on me and break apart the everything that makes me man. So I want you to leave. If I ever want to restore my sanity, oh baby, don't you know your hands are full. Yeah, I tear myself in two. Put a vision of love in you, baby. Every time you come around, girl, you got me tripping like I'm gonna lose it. And every time I talk to you, you better listen, yeah. 'Cause you need to choose between the things that'll lift you up and don't break you down. So baby, don't you know what's right for you, baby? But I said it. So lately, don't you know that I got to say, wanna do it you wrong and go about it your way. And I know that now question for you is if you walk on this desert world, ain't got no time for your time or your protection. But I know that you could use some good direction. But you're more than welcome to leave this place with me lately. You know what I'm saying, baby, don't you know? Your man's a fool. I tear myself into a vision of loving you. Every time you come out, girl, you got me tripping like I'm losing. And every time I talk to you, you better listen, yeah. 'Cause you need to choose between the things that'll lift you up and will break you down. So baby, don't you know it's hard for you lately, yeah. You know what I'm saying, yeah. Don't wanna catch you messing around now. Ooh, yeah. I know the power that you got inside of your head now. I know that you don't need no type of direction, you think, yeah. But let that sing. Baby, don't you know, every time you come around, girl, you got me tripping. Like I'm gonna lose it. And every time I talk to you, you better tripping. Yeah, yeah, lately, shit's been getting crazy. We ain't no back to normal for us now. Normal's for us now, lately. Whoa, I know love is missing. Yeah, yeah, you better listen. I never done that one like that. That was a different one. Glad I'm recording this. Spin that one back. Got a follow right now. I don't know from who, but shout out to them. Hell yeah. What else? What else should we play? Okay, let's get it going with a little. You got your hair burned. You got your red dress on. Screaming that second do was such a turn on. And the fog forming on my window tells me that the morning's here. You'll be gone before too long. Who taught you those new tricks? Damn, I shouldn't start that talk. But life is one big question when you're staring at the clock. And the answer show is waiting at the liquor store. 40 ounces of freedom, so I take that walk. And I know that hope, I'm not going back. Oh, not going back. Oh, God knows, not going back. Oh, and you look so fine. When you lie, it just don't show. But I know which way the wind blows. A 40 ounce of freedom is the only chance I have to feel good, even though I feel bad. But I know that, oh, I'm not going back. Oh, not going back. Oh, God knows, not going back. Oh, not going back. That's high. All right. What else should we jam? Everyone having a good time out there? I hope so. Yeah. Be safe. Don't drink and drive. Be kind to one another. Wash your hands, right? I'm in the comfort of my own home right now. It's pretty crazy. I never thought it would, be like this. I mean, I go on Twitch, so you can catch me on stream, twitch.tv/Rome Ramirez. I do concerts every Friday at 8. So when you see this, I'll be on later that night as well. But yeah, so thank you guys for listening and tuning in. If you want to catch more, you can find me at that spot or, find me anywhere online at Sublime with Rome on Twitter. We're out here partying, wishing we could be on the road with everybody. Soon, though. Soon. Okay, what should we play? How about some... When I said, check out the real situation. Nation war against nation. Where does it all begin? When will it end? But it seems like total destruction, only solution. Hey, yeah. Give them an inch, they'll take a yard. Give them a yard, they'll take a mile. Once the man and twice the child. When everything is just for a while. But it seems like total destruction, only solution. Hey, there ain't no use. No one can stop us now. There ain't no use. No one can stop us now. Ooh. I tried to heal the broken heart. I tried to clean your dirty water. Nobody's guilty, no one cries. Everyone looking for I and I. But it seems like total destruction, only solution. Hey, there ain't no use. No one can stop us now. Hey, there ain't no use. No one can stop us now. One more time. Ain't no use. No one can stop us now. There's a steel train coming through. I would take it if I could, but I would not lie to you, 'cause Sunday morning soon will come and things will be much easier to say on a microphone like a boss DJ, and I won't walk up upon the seas like it was dry land. Boss DJ ain't nothing but a man. No trouble, no fuss. I know it's so nice. I wanna hear the same song twice. It's so nice. I wanna hear the same song twice. Rumors all flying all over this town, just like the stones and sticks. From the microphone is where I get my fix. Let's let the love and take hold, 'cause really if you let it, funky not a junkie, but I know where to get it. No trouble, no fuss, high, low, high. It's so nice. I wanna hear the same song twice. It's so nice. I wanna same song twice. Ooh-wee, girl, ooh-wee, girl, ooh-wee, girl, ooh-wee, girl. But really ain't no time to waste. Really ain't no time to waste. Come on. wanna know how you feeling the same way too. Rocking you, girl. Ooh, girl. Ooh, girl. Ooh, girl. Really ain't no time to waste. Really ain't no time to waste. Really ain't no time to let the good times waste. Shout out to Brad, genius writer. Man, this guitar I think is a little out of tune. Well, that'll do. All right. I'll play one more for you guys. Thank you guys again for tuning in. And I really hope you enjoy your day. And I hope you enjoy everyone else's performance. I'm sure they're amazing. Yep, positive thoughts. Be kind, be safe to each other. This song's called Light On. I'm always in a race, like I'm running out of space. I'm just trying to do it great, mama. It wouldn't hurt to call you, say I'm coming home soon, but we know it ain't true, no. Never see my friends, man, I can't even pretend like I even know my kids now. I miss some graduations, never made vacations, living on the road these days. Some people say true love goes deeper and miles away. 4 in the morning, I'm lying awake, thinking about how it used to be. For me, you leave the light on. You keep guiding me home. I've been broke down and tired. You keep guiding me home, always waiting for my call. I'm praying for me. You leave the light on. You keep guiding me home. Every single day I can see it from the stage. I'm surrounded by my fate, mama. These people really know me, maybe not the old me, who's really my homie, no. What started as a seed can so quickly turn to greed. I'm just dying to be me, mama. I just wanna go and do what they said I can't do. It's funny how my life turned down. Some people say true love is deeper and miles away. 4 in the morning, I'm lying awake, thinking about how we used to be. 'Cause for me, you leave the light on. You keep guiding me home. I've been broke down and tired. You keep guiding me home, always waiting for my call. I'm praying for me. You leave the light on. You keep guiding me home. Thank you guys so much. Take care. Thanks for tuning in. Enjoy your weekend.
What a voice. Rome. Wonderful. Thank you so much. Sublime with Rome, the great voice of Rome on the Speakeasy BeachLife Fest. We're having a great time here tonight. We still have a few things, and we still have our closer. Before we get to Ziggy Marley, let's talk about the great La Hive. That's right. They've done wonderful things with masks, and they're another local business. One last look at La Hive.
I'm Lizzie LaHive, founder of LaHive. LaHive's a women's wear company that specializes in unique statement pieces with a strong focus on sustainability. We are a company based, designed, and made all in LA. I started LaHive 3 years ago at the end of 2017. And it began when I finally had some time when my kids were in school and I started making clothes for myself and friends started to like them. I was into fashion always when I was a kid. I remember creating my own ensembles and my mom would always allow me to dress any way I wanted. She said that she didn't want to break my spirit. And her and my aunt had decided one day that they would be wearing my label on their clothes. My mom always used to make clothes for us growing up. And she would use sheets because there were 5 of us. So we would all have these matching outfits made out of sheets, along with my 5 cousins as well at the time. And I remember cringing because I wanted to have something different. I wanted to look different and I wanted my outfit to be different. When COVID happened, I really had to step back and assess what I was going to do with the business. I know that fashion is probably the last thing on people's minds and a lot of times mine. A friend of mine reached out and she asked if I was making masks. And she passed along a Facebook group called Homemade Masks LA. I was instinctively drawn to help, and so I decided to check it out. And the founder of the group is Katerina Dizal. So this group overall has donated 11,000 masks to hospitals, police, homeless, and veterans. It's the largest organized group in Los Angeles County. As none of us want to use this pandemic as a tool for PR for our businesses, we do want to spread the word because they are still asking for masks and they still are in need. So please join the group if you can, check it out. Now fast forward a little bit and I was making all of these masks plus for my friends and my family and I really couldn't keep up. So I asked my factory, what can we do? So Wendy Glez is a fashion entrepreneur here in the South Bay as well, and her family owns a factory. And she's told me that she had started this fundraiser, and the fundraiser was #GiveAndReceiveFund, and it's through the GoFundMe. She said, let's collaborate. So she started a mask, we collaborated, we added a pocket, and there you have the Operation Blue N99 Humanity mask. Now, the sales of the mask are benefiting LA fashion workers, and it's going toward a fundraising initiative to raise money for local hospitals so that they can purchase PPE that they need for us to produce. You can find these masks on our website at Shop LaHive. We hope to raise some money. Our goal is $10,000, and it will help to raise money for the hospitals and also to offer coverings to the general public and also have the ability to produce some more. I hope one day things will go back to the way that we remember, but I'm so realistic and I feel like this may take a long time. So for now, we're going to pivot our efforts and try our best to think of creative ways to come up with new things to keep our brand going. Who knows, maybe it'll be loungewear. Delivering our masks today to local Manhattan Beach clients.
Money keep coming, let's play. I scrub a body down, Olay. Can't trust the soul, they be too fake. They make them like me.
When this is all over, I'm going to apply for a job at LaHive. We're doing it big. It is the BeachLife Speakeasy Streamfest, and we're almost done. But we do have one performer left. The one I've been looking forward to the whole night, straight out of Kingston, Jamaica. Man, did he do a deal last year at BeachLife right there on the beach with the sand and the music and the sunset, just like Lyman was talking about. It was that great moment. Ladies and gentlemen, finishing off the night, Ziggy Marley.
Hey, BeachLife Festival, this is Ziggy Marley, and it's good to be with you. We are celebrating our father's 75th birthday anniversary this year, and we were going to do some songs with you live, but no, we're doing it this way, at least for now, until we get back together again. So, hope you enjoy it. Old pirates, yes, they rob I. Sold I to the merchant ship. Minutes after they took I from the bottomless pit. But my hand was made strong by the hand of the Almighty. We forward in this generation triumphantly. Won't you help to sing another song of freedom? 'Cause all I ever have, redemption songs, redemption songs, redemption songs. Emancipate yourself from mental slavery. None but ourselves can free our minds. Have no fear for atomic energy, 'cause none of them can stop the time. How long shall they kill our prophets while we stand aside and look? Yes, some say it's just a part of it. We've got to fulfill the book. Won't you help to sing another song of freedom? Won't you help to sing redemption songs, redemption songs, redemption songs. Yes, they rob I, sold I to the merchant ships. Minutes after they took I from the bottomless pit. But my hand was made strong by the hand of the Almighty. As we forward in this generation, triumph, triumph, triumphantly. Won't you help to sing another song of freedom? 'Cause all I ever had, redemption songs, redemption songs, redemption songs, redemption songs. Come on, redemption songs, redemption songs. Zach. Yo, we're at the BeachLife Festival, you know, spiritually, mentally. Celebrating 75th birthday anniversary of our father, Brother Bob Marley, Father Bob Marley, yeah. No woman no cry, no woman no cry, no woman no cry, no woman no cry. I remember when we used to sit in a government yard in Trenchtown, observing the hypocrites as they would mingle with the good people we meet. Yeah, good friends we've had, oh, good friends we've lost along the way. In this great future, you can't forget your past. So dry your tears, I say, and then no woman no cry. not cry. No, woman not cry. No, woman not cry. 'Cause I remember when we used to sit in a government yard in Trenchtown, and Georgie would make the firelight as it was logwood burning through the night. And we would cook cornmeal porridge, of which I'll share with you. Say my feet is my only carriage, so I've got to push on through. But while I'm gone, say, everything is gonna be alright. 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 So no, woman not cry. No, woman not cry. No, woman not cry. No, woman not cry. Yes. Thank you very much, Beach Life Festival. See you soon.
Yes. Ziggy Marley, ladies and gentlemen, the best of the best. I absolutely love Ziggy Marley, and what a great message at the end. A big thank you to everybody involved in our Beach Life Speakeasy. Don't miss the next one on Cinco de Mayo, hosted by Jim Lindberg. And a big thank you to Alan Sanford, Tammy Sant, Brian Scheel, all of our performers and sponsors. We will see you in 4 days for the next Speakeasy Beach Life event, hosted by the great South Bay legend Jim Lindberg of Pennywise, who kicked off our performances tonight. It was absolutely awesome. Thank you so much, everybody, and thank you for coming into my home. And we really appreciate all of you spending the evening with us and enjoying some great live music from great performers. Stay safe, everybody.